Hello, everyone. It's another great week of wrestling in this crazy world. This is Wrestling Kingdom. Dante Suave. This is Tasha Jones. Let's uh let's let's get into it. So
Mhm.
Becky starts off Raw. She is her usual angry self. She's mad at AJ that AJ was there. She's getting sick and tired of AJ. She wants to put it in
Mhm.
AJ, who decides to come out, stir the pot
Mhm.
a little bit, and explain to
Mhm.
her that the reason why she was there actually had nothing to do with Becky, and um, let her know that she was there for to support Maxine actually.
Mhm.
Um, and like I said, that's when Becky went into her just wanting to rid herself completely of AJ.
And she goaded
And
her into a match.
yeah,
Oh.
which AJ was open to doing, but um she felt like she needed something in it for her. Just like that's the world we live in. We're willing to do things for other people, but we gotta like what's in it for us. Um, so everybody can obviously identify with that. So
Mhm.
she initially turned down the match until Becky sweetened the pot for her,
Mhm.
which she did eventually do. But she did
Mhm.
warn Becky that, I mean, she did warn AJ that just remember, you asked for this, you know. It's like
Can Becky out crazy AJ?
this new Becky, no.
Mhm.
NXT Becky could make it interesting.
Mm.
This new Becky just seems like more of a like entitled.
Mhm.
Um so yeah, with that I do not believe so based upon those parameters.
Right.
So so yeah. So what do you think in terms of like direction of this whole thing? Because obviously this could be a way for AJ to get her a piece of the, hey, I held this title as well as the old one of the old titles. Keep me in the talks, later on when I'm gone, when I'm completely gone. What else positive do you think can be pulled from this, and what negatives do you think that this would do the current landscape?
Positives. She get to hold a new title. Have her name attached to a new title. Um, Negatives. Depending on how they book her, and then two, is she gonna be there full time? So that's the only thing I got.
Yeah, and that could be essentially standing in the way of somebody else that they might end up down the line releasing because they couldn't do nothing with them. What did you think of the Usos Alpha Academy match?
You thought it was pretty decent.
Do you foresee the end of Alpha Academy?
Hmm.
Do you think Otis is going to turn on uh Tozawa?
He might, or it could be vice versa. I'm trying to see. I don't see them. I don't see them dismantling Alpha Academy because they tag team. So I don't know. It depends. I can't call it right now because they're not on as a lot. You know what I do want to see though? the Usos versus the Creed brothers, but they don't have,
Um,
but they
they're
don't
gonna
have 'em on TV and none.
they're gonna right, and they're gonna have to do something with them, or they're gonna end up releasing them. And their tag team, I would be surprised if anybody is actually taking them seriously as a tag team, which that is what's most important of what will hurt you in that regard.
Hmm.
Um, that's part of what, and that's what people have to understand. It's like how seriously is the person that you really want to see up there? How seriously are they being taken for real? Are they being taken seriously because of themselves, or are they being taken seriously because maybe they got a cousin, or maybe they had a dad, or an uncle, or a grandfather, or something like that because of family lineage? What, to what extent are they being taken seriously? It would be better if they were being taken seriously completely on their own because they got a better chance of not only getting pushed, but staying pushed, to me. And there's history to prove why I say that, because at the end of the day, just like I've had to learn, what people have to learn about success, it is a matter of being in the right place at the right time around the right people.
Hmm.
Because if you have people that believe in you, you're going to succeed. But if you don't have anyone around you willing to take you seriously and give you a shot, all your work will be for naught.
Like they said, like they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah. And because just as much as that person could be your journey to success, they can also be your journey to failure. I've had that happen, especially at my last job that I left. Even after the person in question moved like ranks above his original position that was supposed to be in position to determine whether I moved up or not, every time I talked to somebody about trying to move up, I kept hearing his name as the reason why I couldn't, because he talked to people and painted a picture of who I was. So I'm like, okay,
Hmm.
and that does happen a lot,
Hmm.
unfortunately. And the WWE and as well as the sports world or anywhere else, those places are no different. Just because the details of where you work is different doesn't mean you couldn't fall into the same pitfalls. If someone doesn't believe in you for one reason or another, they don't believe in you. And that could get in the way of you really thriving. And I think that's what people have to keep in mind when they're asking these questions, no matter
I
who it
mean,
is,
they
but
just sent
especially
the
when they're pulling the race card situation. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
they just sent the War Raiders to AAA.
Yeah,
It is not bad, but
they
you
stay
know,
injured too much, and then
mhm.
Eric and Valhalla. Correct me if I'm wrong, but on top of injuries, hasn't she been pregnant twice?
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's like
Well, they already released Valhalla, but
right.
uh, they I just watched AAA today, and they the number one contenders for the AAA Tag Team Championship against Psycho Circus.
Whatever it takes to get you a belt. Get it from somewhere.
At least they doing something, right?
Right. Speaking of belts, I ooh, wow, I got a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions because I actually watched stuff in reverse, and watching it in reverse made me realize I forgot a show. So
Mm,
I took care of that. I was trying to take care of both last night. Um, was gonna uh try to take care of SmackDown too, but I'd like really been pushing myself working wise, and I was tired. So once I got done with the two, I was like, okay, that's it.
mm,
And then I just chilled the rest of the night.
mm-hmm.
Uh but that goes to what we were talking about me being able to have more time. So uh so that I can keep everything. So Jimmy challenges Jay to win at the Elimination Chamber and to become main event Jay Uso again. I don't think that's such a good idea.
And you know how
Um,
I feel about my twins, but
the reason why I don't think that's a good idea is because if he does that and he hits his goal, where is that going to leave Jimmy in the tag team titles?
right now, I don't. I'm not saying that Jimmy don't care. I know he cares, but I think right now he's trying to focus on this new baby and making sure Naomi is okay. So,
What no, and I get that, and I get that part of it.
and as much you know how much I love them, and as much as I love Jay, I don't think they're gonna put him back on that path. I could be
Of,
wrong though.
of being main event Jey Uso,
Yeah, I mean his not being a singles person again,
and
unfortunately, but
I could kind of see that because of the fact that if they keep him on the singles path, Jimmy's doomed.
not necessarily.
But we have proof to show that you've seen it. You've seen the way it played out. You know, they gave him the yeet and they couldn't figure out they tried to keep Jimmy on the heel side, so they had him with the no yeet, and it was like
I mean,
got some.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't think that's gonna hinder him from doing what he need to do. I think that's gonna motivate him to do what he need to do. But like
Yeah,
you,
but how's he gonna be able to? That's gonna up the number of beat downs that they catch,
but
and
then again, but it's like
and then you know the way it go. If somebody holding two titles, whoever coming after him on the singles level, it to really, especially if it's somebody that Jimmy's just like, you know what, I done beat you, we done. Then they go, oh, you think we done? Oh, hey, you got a tag team championship coming up. Why don't I cost y'all the championship? And I bet you gonna want to see me now. And then again. Where's that gonna leave? Where's that gonna leave Jimmy in the grand scheme of things? Because you've seen them try to push him, and I know you love your Usos, but you gotta admit that the direction that they tried to take Jimmy in, it was just like,
okay, yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying. But the way he is now, they they can he can elevate from there. I think he don't necessarily have to be healed to get that level.
right. When they saw that the no yeet wasn't quite working, then they took him face a little bit. I can't remember off the top of my head who they had him facing, but
Solo.
yeah, they had him facing Solo. That was one set, and then I think he faced a few other people, and things hit different when you not uh you're not a part of the clique, the bloodline, and you're the one catching all the beat downs and being held back and everything. Hits a little different, you know. Karma
You're
always comes
right.
around.
I
even in
really think,
wrestling.
I mean, I understand that, but I really think that he's trying to really just be supportive of his brothers and his cousin right now. Um, and his brothers, meaning Jay and Solo, and then his cousin Jacob. So I think that's where he's at right now. He's trying to give to them, but I mean, I don't know.
There is a such thing as giving too much.
That's true.
I can see where you're coming from, and I can see that side of it. But there is a such thing as giving too much to the point of
Enough is
uh,
enough.
what we gonna do with you, bruh? Because you've been doing all this giving, and we don't know what to do with you. And you know what happens with people that they don't know nothing to do with.
And I
Now,
think
I
I
know
think
it'll
he
be harder in his case because of the bloodline, but the one
I think he would have I think but basically I think he can do it. But of
the
course, like you say, I'm biased, I know. But still I think he can.
he might want to stop giving so much because I can, like I said, I can respect him, wanting to make sure that his cousins don't fall by the wayside. I can respect that, got to support family. When you guys are close, got to support family. But,
Hmm.
can you, there is a such thing as um making sure everybody else is cool to your own detriment.
I need mines too. I get it.
Right. So, and people do that on all levels. They do that at work, they do that at home, they do that in relationships, they do it with their kids. They, and
Trust me, I know that firsthand.
it's it's exhausting.
Yes, it is.
It's exhausting and it's mentally exhausting, and it
Yes, it
can
is.
end up making it where by the time you realize it, you be so irritated and angry about it that while you might have a point, the way it comes out is not going to be well received.
Hmm.
So, yeah. Um, I hope they figure something out because while I understand that he's about to be a new dad and
Hmm.
everything, I
Yeah, with
do get,
Naomi's pregnancy being high risk, I think he's kind of just focused on that right now.
yeah, I do get tired of them quote unquote releasing people because they don't know what to do with them, or to save face, all of a sudden backstage stuff starts coming out that nobody knew about. It's like, and not only does that happen there, that happens in sports. Heck, that happens in
Mhm.
real life. Social media has been like the worst thing to happen to hey, I got to defend I got to tell my side of the story. And that's another reason why I don't like that saying there's that side and then the truth is somewhere in the middle. The reason why I don't
Mhm.
like that is because that makes people want to defend themselves even more.
Mhm.
And you're gonna defend your, and especially with social media, you're gonna defend yourself wherever you can. And the world is full of yes people. And sometimes it's to the person's detriment because if you are one of those people that fit into that normal narrative where you told your version, they told their version, but somewhere in the middle was the truth, to where both of y'all had a hand to play in it, which at the end of the day, everybody has a hand to play in something. No matter how innocent or how guilty, we all have a part that we play. Even if your part to play in it, you may not have started it, but you didn't exact, but you kind of made it worse with how you reacted to it, which made them react even more, and then
Mhm.
it just it snowballs. But
Mhm.
So, Liv thinks Jade and Stephanie are afraid of her. And Stephanie arrives to let her know that she is wrong,
Hmm.
that she is not afraid of her. And
He said so in Spanish, and then Don was like, I don't think I should repeat what she said."
right. So and I commend them on bringing Dom into it.
Yeah.
Um Especially seeing that she isn't like fully bilingual.
Right.
Um so that he'll have his entertaining part to it, but
Hmm.
bringing him into it makes me say, okay, now you got to give Stephanie somebody.
Miles, he's her actual boyfriend, so why not?
I know, but they got a they got a current thing going on for him that you got to see where it's gonna go. You ain't gonna be able to see where it's gonna go if they call him up. I mean, because you wanna see him win some kind of title. It's like, dude, win something.
Yeah.
It's like, especially now that they done pushed you, they done let your you being death out the bag. So now it's like, okay, now let's see your wrestling side. Let's see where you can take it. And it seems like
I
now
know.
with the
I know when he
storylines
first,
being
when
so
he,
big, they didn't
yeah,
kind of let him fall by the wayside.
yeah, when he first spoke, I knew he was deaf. I was like, he's deaf, just the way he was speaking.
Well, I couldn't tell if he was deaf or he was like Jack Swagger with the tongue with the speech impediment.
This,
Yeah.
no, that was deaf. I knew that right off. But
But
whatever. Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. What? Yeah. So,
But I think he'll be a match for Dom.
oh, for sure.
Why
You
did
know,
I was watching Cheap Heat yesterday, and Peter Werzenberg, he said Javon Evans, Gunther, and Dom. They have a triple threat qualifying for Elimination Chamber. Who do you think is going to win? He said
Gunther,
that
of
with a
course.
straight face. He said that with a straight face.
He said who?
He said, "Who do you think is going to win between Dom, Gunther, and Javon Evans?" He said it with a straight face. Oh, Stat Guy Greg and Dip was like, Gunther.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I love Javon Evans, but
Now they have seeing that it's a triple threat. Does that give the other two a better possible shot? Yes. Does it necessarily mean that it's going to matter? Not really, but there's a better chance. A better chance is a better
yeah,
chance. The best of gamblers have won off the the chance, and the chance, and they have had a better opportunity with the odds when people did not believe in them.
I mean, it would be a shocker if Dom or Javon Evans win. But I
Oh,
think they're trying to keep Gunther that in his character more than likely like his element where he won't, he's not losing because they want him to be strong. So I don't see him losing.
and set him up.
Unless unless they incapacitate him and then like Javon pins Dom or Dom pins Javon, something like that. But
Yeah.
I don't see him losing this. Yeah.
Who's gonna take that title from Dom?
Ooh, that's a good one. I had in my mind. Um Javon can. Um well, I would say Oba, but I think he's going to the main event like right away. So um
Which to me, I think they should do it the way they did it before, with him on NXT. And I think he should win the North American first and then eventually get to the championship. Because obviously the main roster in NXT, even with them making them a mainstay now, there's still levels to the shows.
yeah.
You being able to navigate
I'm
and
trying to think of who else can. Oh, Austin Theory. Um,
I
Jimmy
would feel
Uso.
better about him taking it if he wasn't with the Vision.
Jimmy Uso. Um,
He probably won't take it because of the whole situation with Naomi.
I mean, like after the fact. That's only if he holds it as long as he does. But um,
Yeah, whoever I see win it, I don't want them to like instantly lose it like another situation that we're gonna talk about later.
and um, I can also see LA Knight winning it.
Hmm. Taking back down memory lane with the Judgment Day. Hmm.
Well, I hear. Don't know how true it is, but I hear that Finn and Dom is supposed to clash at WrestleMania, but I don't know how true that is.
That would be a good start to leading him back to the title. I would be completely down with him taking that off of taking it off of Dom.
Hmm.
I mean,
Um,
when's the
and
last
also,
time he defended it?
when was the last? What, when he won it back from John Cena? Is that the last time he
Something like that.
defended?
Yeah.
Because I know he got injured.
Right.
So, mm,
And the only thing he's been doing since he's been back is
hyping up
introducing,
Liv. Yeah.
yeah, and introducing Liv. It's like, okay, it's like, dude, you got a title. What's the deal?
Yes, too. Like I was looking at when I
Yeah,
was
that's
looking at
right. That's
AAA.
right.
When I was looking at AAA, I was like, oh, so he's the face of this brand.
Essentially, yeah.
So yeah, I think he when he does, comes back from injury, which he's probably on his way back soon. That's why they didn't take the title off of him. Um, so I think it's gonna be soon. He'll be defending it and getting his rivalries up.
All right. So Rhea, Ivy, and Lyra all talk about their up and coming match. I am I'm happy that they are
Mm-hmm.
um putting Ivy Nile and they're keeping Lyra in this stuff, even though they're not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily moving them up just yet. Um, shows promise for the future. Um, and I'm definitely interested to see now that Ivy is back and she's mostly on her own, what can she do with it without Gable and the Creed brothers?
I think she'll be a good player. Like I said, if they just gotta book her right.
Hmm. So they obviously had a match, which Rhea won. It was
Of
a
course,
it, it was a really good match.
it
Well,
was.
yeah. I mean, but you know how they like to show surprises, and with Lyra being in the match, it was like I feel like this is Rhea, but Lyra's there, and
Yeah.
they've had a tendency to like throw like surprises at you. Like
Hmm.
they could have thrown a surprise at us had Lyra win, and then that's when we see Bailey finally snap,
Yeah.
you know, which
She
we've been
she got
waiting
her.
on.
She got
It's
one, don't she?
she does.
Yeah.
So so yeah, that element with Lyra because of the opportunities that she's gotten and she's gotten to hold titles. Anytime she's in a match, e- even if there's somebody that you know is bigger than her in terms of maybe having more seniority, with her, it's like is this another step up move by the WWE or is this going to go the way I think it's going to go?
Hmm.
Just having that question leaves an element of entertainment.
Hmm.
So then some people you just can't, you got to be able to read the room. You got to know who you're talking to, who you're trying to console, and watching the words you use.
Hmm.
Now, Dom was not
Hmm.
trying to be like Liv. He was being genuine. He tried to console Finn, and
Hmm.
Finn did not take it well. But
Not it.
that was also because of some of the words that choice of words that Dom chose to use. So I get both sides of it.
Right.
Um, and with him holding two titles, that probably didn't help either. It's like
Not at all.
you holding two titles and you trying to console me on the fact that I didn't get closer to me having a title. You annoy me right now. So,
Be
um,
gone.
right. So, and then Tom Pillsbury is like, I know I can be a prick, but I was literally being genuine right now. What are we doing? It's like, so Finn overtakes Punk's interview time
Hmm.
because he's tired of taking a back seat and he's tired of being consoled for not getting closer to where he wants to be, which is having a title around his waist. And he's definitely tired of taking a back seat to one Roman Reigns. It's like, so you give me what I want, and I want it at Elimination Chamber.
Hmm.
And Pierce comes out, says, hey, I know I'm just the boss and everything, but could have swore we discussed this. And it's not happening. You understand.
Right.
So Finn didn't like that. Um, but then Punk comes out
Hmm.
because he still
He
ain't
said,
forgot being
he
having
said,
that sneak attack.
I want all this right now.
And Pierce is once again like Nick Aldis. He's like, "Hey, I'm trying to keep my job and keep a title on you.
I don't care.
I need you to
I
think about
want
this."
all the smoke.
And Punk ended up giving Pierce an ultimatum. It's like you
Yeah.
do it or you do it or there will be consequence.
Yeah.
Well, Pierce goes ahead and he does it.
Mhm.
And then Michael Cole questions Punk. It's like, dude, what is your purpose for putting
Mhm.
yourself in this obviously bad situation?
Right.
And Punk disagrees with him, and he gave Cole all of his reasons, and then he sent a message to Roman.
Oh yes.
Pierce
Oh
makes
yes.
sure that Finn is out of the building when Paul comes and blames Pierce for what happened to Breaker. It seems to be becoming clear that they are leaving the door open for Seth because they haven't revealed this yet.
Mm-mm.
But I'm now wondering if Pierce was the one.
No,
He
I
also
said
has that matching colored beard. I'm just saying,
no. It ain't him.
we'll see. They got to do something with this because uh,
I'm thinking that they are, because from what I hear, not not sure if it's true or not. From what I hear, is Grayson Waller. Now they're not going to reveal him as Grayson Waller until they're not going to reveal that it's Grayson. They're going to make it like it's Seth, but until Seth actually gets back there, it's Grayson.
back on it. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm calling it out right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's him.
Adam
Oh,
Pierce.
holy crap. His exact definition of the beard, color and all.
Adam Pierce.
No.
Grayson Waller.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's Grayson Waller.
But
He's just playing that character right now. So when they reveal who the Marksman is, it's going to be Seth.
but, but okay. So whether but now I need to know what is the purpose of theory because remember theory was the first one and like we were talking about this last week, if it comes out that he's a mole and then you got Grayson,
Exactly. How do they do undercover officers
they
when
they
they get busted? They arrest them too, right?
but that would be pairing them back up, only now they're with Seth.
No, 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 no. I don't think they're pairing Grayson and Austin Theory back up. If Seth is, I mean, if Austin Theory is the mole in the vision, I'm thinking that it'll be revealed that the Max Man was Seth the second time around, and then that's when Austin will go with him. But he has to play the role as in. So if he's attacking Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul and all them, then he has to be a part of that. Girl, hush. Um, he has to be a part of that where he's getting basically beat up too, if that's how they're playing it.
Hmm. Interesting, interesting, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Maxine takes on Natty, and it ends in a double DQ.
Mm-hmm.
Natty locked Maxine in the sharpshooter, only to be saved by AJ, who was then
Mm-hmm.
attacked by Becky, which is now setting up a tag team match, which is interesting, seeing that how comfortable Becky is going to be, seeing that she's going to be fighting one person that wants her title and tagging with the other person that
Yeah,
wants her
that
title.
wants her title. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, how's how are you going to be able to fully concentrate on AJ knowing that somebody else that basically lets you know I want your title is your tag team partner?
Oh,
And this is Natty. This is not Natalia.
yeah, this is
Natalia, you
Maddie.
could tag with her even though she wants your title. Natty, you, it's like,
She like
nah,
that.
nah, you give me
Yeah.
somebody else. I'm like, nah, no, 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 no. Give me another tag team partner. I don't care if you have to give Maxine. I don't care if you have to give AJ another tag team partner to get Natty away from me. I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I want you to. I got enough problems with AJ. So we like I told you, you got to separate. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you gotta gotta treat it like a dude with cocaine. He makes his lines. You gotta separate everything one at a time. You don't just put the pile there and just go. Some people do that.
Okay.
Some
I'll
people
take
do
your
that.
word from
You know,
it. Yeah.
we saw it with Scarface. Scarface did that.
Yes, he did. Yes,
You
he
know,
did.
face
Hmm.
full of coke.
Yeah.
Other people decide to get the little razor and make the little
Yeah.
lines and do one and take on one line at a time.
Hmm.
Now
Hmm.
that's how you should do it in this case because wrestling is wrestling, and it is what it is. So yeah, but that's the way you should do
Hmm.
it. You should, you know, and it's easier to pick off your targets that way instead of just running down there, just taking on everybody at once, then you can get triple teamed, and then you ultimately are going to lose.
Touche.
Oh, so mm, LA addresses the vision and declares war. Declares war on the vision.
Hmm.
It obviously they're going to make it entertaining. They are giving it kind of a stone cold feel at this point.
Mm,
Like a Sting against the Four Horsemen feel, where it's like, yeah, he going in there one on one, but he's being smart. He's being calculated. He's attacking in spots.
hmm. So he's trying to pick them apart one by one.
I mean, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Now, Bravo and Ryo take on Javon and
Heat and Tyler.
the original El Grande Americano, which Javon and the original win, and then El
Yeah.
Grande attacks both the
Yeah.
original and Javon.
Devon, yeah.
LA Penta and Austin addressed the main event
Yeah. Tita.
and main eventing WrestleMania.
Not happening. Well,
Oba,
I can't say that because
huh?
Penta might main event.
Oba addresses the universe that change is coming. So you better be ready for Oba.
Hmm. Yeah, I hear he's going to Raw and Powerhouse Hobbs is going to SmackDown. Well, who
Interesting.
knows? Who knows?
Gunther gives his opinion on where he thinks he should be and winning the title.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, why ain't seen him all show? And then they showed him. Oh, okay, there you go. There you
I'm wondering if his heat is getting a little too hot, so he giving him a break.
go. Yeah.
There are certain times where certain characters, the heat on them gets too hot.
Hmm.
I wonder if that has something to do with them kind of backing off him a bit.
Hmm.
Because one way that it could be too hot is not only with the fans, but also if a lot of the wrestlers actually do have beef with him over over everything.
Hmm.
So that leads us to the main event. Penta, Theory, and LA Knight. What'd you think of the
Yep.
match?
Yep. Thought it was good. I liked it.
You think the person that won is the one that deserved to win, or it
Yes.
was just a predictable situation?
No, he deserved it. He deserved it. Vince McMahon.
Huh?
Hey, Vince McMahon.
What about him?
I watching this old Raw um segment on YouTube, and it's the one with Shawn Michaels and Triple H reformed DX, and so Vince McMahon was out there.
My bad.
Oh my God, the Spirit Squad.
Yeah, it wasn't until they actually showed that that you tend to forget you tend to forget that um Ziggles
I know, it was in the Spirit Squad.
you tend to forget that Ziggles used to be in that group.
Uh-huh, Nikki. And not to take nothing away from him, but he the one that's kind of the only one that's kind of relevant.
yeah,
Yeah, he just had a tag match in AAA. AAA. Dang. TNA.
yeah, I gotta work my way around to once I get some things out of the way. I gotta work my
Mm-hmm.
way around to getting that app back. It's just gonna cost me like 80 something more dollars a year.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it'll be worth it because I'll be able to, because I really want to like delve into that. I really want to delve into it because, for those people that are like so centered on, oh well, I like the WWE and I ain't watching nothing else.
Yeah. It's like very I
They
like
need
the
to
different
know.
promotions because I'm telling you, I would have never known about AJ Styles. I would have never known about Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, uh Kazarian, Jacob, uh
Yeah, because ROH wasn't always being shown on TV, or if
right,
it
the
was, it was
Briscoes,
being
the
shown at like
Briscoes.
1 in the morning.
I would have Yeah, I would have never known about Adam Cole. You know what I mean? So I like the different promotions.
Yeah. So that leads us to NXT.
NXT.
Joe Hendry speaks to NXT about uh taking NXT to new heights.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Vanity Project comes out and admits that
Mm,
they were the ones that attacked him because they were trying to keep him from winning.
how good that did.
And
Kenny, oh my gosh, he's a backstage producer. But go ahead. Yeah,
so obviously he decided he was mad and he wanted to fight. Bad idea, but I mean he did decide it.
mm, mm, yeah.
So that leads us to Soul trying to apologize to Zarya, and Zarya's
Mm.
just not having it. She wants her opportunities. She feels like she's good enough.
I
Um,
just wish they hurry up and turn one of them.
right. And like I said last week, Zarya, in some instances, she's acting like Charlotte to a certain extent, which is weird because she used to have like that laid back, everything's cool. And then the more they closer they started getting her to the championship, and then they tagged her with Zarya, and then she had tag team. Now I feel like she's starting to smell herself. The way her attitude
Well,
will come off sometimes is like she's smelling herself. And it's like,
you know
I
what
get
they
it.
say. When they start to smell their own piss.
So yeah, this is gonna end ugly.
Mm-hmm. Give me girl. Give me
This is gonna end ugly. Hopefully they can keep it entertaining. Um,
girl. Oh, really? Okay.
and then that leads us to Jada Parker, who was upset about Blake attacking her last week. And she let her know
He
that,
got to get back up.
many have tried what you have done, and it always turns out bad for them. So
Mm-hmm.
just so you know what's coming to you. Then Keanu comes up to Robbie E, pissed off that
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Drake got a title shot before he did, and is ready to add to the chaos since Robbie E made the fatal mistake of telling everybody in the building to tell that Shawn Michaels wants more chaos. Keanu Reeves, Keanu and Jack and Jasper Troy. Those are two people at the top of the list. You don't know. Hey, but I know that's what he said.
Behave.
Kind of like
Behave.
this
Yeah.
one situation that I was dealing with at a security job I was working. You had this big time Cincinnati lawyer in the building. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was the biggest Cincinnati lawyer, and couldn't nobody tell him nothing.
Ken Lawson.
Huh?
Ken Lawson.
Yes. Older white guy.
No. I think I know who you're talking about, but the white guy, but Ken Lawson was black. He was black.
He must have been in the building too, because his name sounds familiar. I did hear that name a lot when I was working
He
security.
was like this big attorney. Well,
But
anyway, he has some issues going on.
no,
So
he was an older white guy, and like not too long after I had left, he ended up getting in a lot of trouble, and then all of a sudden his reputation was gone after that. You didn't really hear about him as much anymore. I can't remember his name, but um
I think
but
I remember who you're talking about. I just don't, like I just don't remember what his name was. But go
but
ahead.
him and the property manager, who also had an ego on him, um there was a situation where an elevator broke down. So I was told, don't let anybody on the elevator. If you see anybody on the elevator, have them step off. That worked a couple of times. And then
Mm-hmm.
the last time I even tried it, because the elevator was having issues and they didn't want nobody to get stuck. So I
Mm-hmm.
was getting people off the elevator as they came down to my floor. Like, hey, you might want to take a different elevator, take the steps. There's something wrong with this elevator. And comes down. This particular lawyer looks at me and you tell him I said something. So I wrote down what was on. I started to, I told my supervisor at the time what happened, and I told him that I was writing down what dude said. He was like, for your job security and not to end up in the middle of a war that you don't want to be in, don't put what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Because the property manager
Okay.
did read all the logs. So he was going to see it.
Mm.
So I was like, oh, yeah, you know what? That's probably, but I'm gonna buy the book. Whatever I'm supposed to do is whatever I'm supposed to do. And I
Yeah.
and I and I write down all the details. That's I'm a detailed person. I write down all the details because the details could be the difference between you being vilified and your defense. And that's because of the life I've lived. That's why I'm such a detailed person. Because the
Mhm.
details are important. Um, I tell my kids all the time, I don't mind if you vilify me, but make sure that you don't leave nothing out.
Mhm.
Put in everything you did, because I'm gonna come out the a-hole anyway. I am. And I know that. I go back and I
Mhm.
look at it, and like, wow, yeah, 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 you was on one. But the details led up to it. So it's
Mhm.
yeah, I was, but this is why. I had a situation at work where um managers was on vacation, so the service manager was the only one there and had a issue where some of my coworkers didn't like me. And
Mhm.
my service manager needed to leave to go do something that was vital to everything we were doing or we're going to end up doing. Anyway, during that time, one of our coworkers had to leave. So another coworker that had an issue with me came back, wanted to know where he went. So I told him what happened. He was like, "I just asked you where did he go? I don't need a long drawn out answer," which pissed me off. And I'm like, "Well, if you don't want the answer, then don't ask the question." So he
Mhm.
gets back. So the service manager gets back. Dude gives his version. I tell dude everything that happened. He was like, "Oh, he didn't tell me that stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, I keep telling y'all and y'all keep forgetting. I'm a I'm I'm I could be a I could be an a-hole. But there's a reason. I don't just walk around
Mhm.
seeing people going, 'Hey, you look like a nice green peaceful forest. Here I come, the big dragon, to set you all on fire.'" No, that's not what I do.
Mhm.
Like you hang yourself with your own rope.
Right.
It's like you get to know how I am. I tell you how I am. It's like, hey, we can get along perfectly fine. You just make sure you keep it respectful, and I'll keep it respectful. You decide not to keep it
Mhm.
respectful. I understand convenient amnesia,
Mhm.
but you can have all the convenient amnesia you want. Once once the lock falls off the cage, I tried to warn you,
Mhm.
you
Yep.
know. And but yeah, you just uh, just some people you don't want to tell certain stuff. It's okay to keep some stuff to yourself. And
Mhm.
Robbie E is gonna find out why that was important and why that might have been detrimental to his interim general manager status.
Mhm.
Because what if Sean decide, well, I wanted chaos, but I didn't want all that,
Right.
which you know what he did. We'll get to it. Um,
Yeah.
so Blake versus Jada leads to a double count out. Um, Jada leaves Blake regretting that she ever snuck attack her, put the
Mhm.
sneak attack on her, as she's like scurrying away as security is doing all they can, and and Jada's
Mhm.
probably going to be fined because she lifted, she gave security a lift. Um, you know,
Yeah.
I get anger. I mean, Blake does need to get put in her place, but
Yeah. Miss
ugh,
Parker. Miss Parker. Miss Parker.
is this going to lead her to a title? Because I feel like this is a
I hope
distraction
so.
that's going to put her on the detour. That's putting
I
her
hope. I hope
on
it
the
does.
detour.
Yeah. She
And
deserves
then what's
one.
going on with Blake? It's like
Oh no.
Is she gonna
I
need to
don't
get
know.
her a click up so that they will set her sights toward JC? I mean, is it obvious that everybody knows that if she ends up in a match with JC, she can have all the outside interference she wants. She's going
Mhm.
to lose to Blake.
Wait a minute. So okay, I'm jumping ahead. I'll stay quiet right now.
Tatum drops another interesting vignette, making it seem like she's delving deeper and deeper into her insanity. Um,
Mhm.
as funny as you thought it was, as long as she quits coming out there with the chainsaw, I'm good. She can delve as deep into it as she wants to. Just stop coming out
Mhm.
there with the chainsaw, please. It looks it it's funny, but if you want me to take her seriously, just get rid of it. It doesn't fit.
Yeah. Mhm.
Hmm. So Kale confronts uh Uriah about walking out on him, and Uriah just lets him know, like, as far as he's concerned, the words of the words of Andrew Chase are holding him back, and if he agrees with Andrew Chase, then he's holding him back too, which could then make a problem for Kale.
In which I found out that Uriah is Finley's son, and I didn't even know that.
Now, you definitely don't see you don't see the resemblance because
Mhm.
be, I mean, I'm sure if I took time to like look at a picture of Finn, I'm sure I could see it. But with the way
Mhm.
his hair is a different color, he keeps it long and in a
Yeah,
ponytail, and then that beard.
that's probably why he did it. Because I know that David Finley, he's over in New Japan. That's his son too. So that
Yeah. I can't remember what
and
show
then
I
then
watched Dave on, but I remember Dave.
Ring of Honor, more than
Yeah.
likely.
Yeah.
But they I didn't even put two and two together until Lexus King, or as I call him, BPJ, walked up to him and was like, "Yeah, our fathers." And I'm like, "What? Who he related to?" That's what
Right.
I looked him up. I was like, "What?" So,
Now, the speed tournament match. I know that I just watched somebody on on a wrestling pod on a wrestling pod that I sent to you. Um, and what they said was, if anybody believes that people are being buried, that just goes to show that you don't know wrestling and you don't know the inner workings of what goes on in the back.
yeah, I guess
I feel like Josh is getting buried. I'm sorry.
yes, yes,
When he can't even beat the newbies, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
And plus, once again, I am getting sick and tired of people acting like words that have been in the wrestling business for years is stuff that the fans made up. How did we make it up when when the times we kept on hearing it, we were hearing it from wrestlers on the show, off the show, in interviews? We heard that from you.
yeah. I guess they don't want us commoners using those words.
Which kind of reminds me, and this is why I say that people spend so much time wanting to be different, wanting to be unique, that they will say, "Oh, because it's in a different area, it's not the same." That is the what me keep hearing this is the equivalent of basketball players telling fans, "Well, you can't critique me because you never played in the NBA."
Hmm.
So, which is code word to me. That's code word for, as long as you got good things to say about me, your
Hmm.
criticism matters. But as soon as you critique me on some flaws that I got, and I ain't trying to pay attention to it, all of a sudden you a hater and nobody should listen to you.
Mhm. Um,
Okay. It's like you didn't have a problem with it you don't have a problem with it when these same people that are critiquing your game is buying their jersey because they love your game.
did you see it on the Wrestling Observer? They gave Booker T the worst announcer award, and I was like,
Compared to who?
Pat McAfee, Michael Cole, Vic Joseph. Oh, who else?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Vic Joe, that's hate. I'm sorry. Vic Joseph is he's cool. He's not
Booker
that
T.
he's not that great.
Booker T makes that daggone show so much fun.
It
And
gives personality because he's the personality of it. Because
mhm,
no offense to Vic Joseph, I know he's new, but him and the Booker T should not be if even if I understand that you don't think he's one of the best, two of the people that I can think of off the top of my head without any thought that you better not have above him, Vic Joseph and Joe Tessitore. I like Joe Tessitore. He's grown on me from a wrestling standpoint. I always liked him as a boxing announcer
mhm,
because that's where I first knew him from.
mhm.
He's a boxing announcer. He knows his stuff. He his
Yeah.
personality works great there for me, but that's also because I was so used to when I was watching boxing matches, he was one of
Mhm,
the announcers, and
mhm.
I didn't think he was bad.
You're right. I don't think he's bad now, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
Booker T.
right.
Are you
And it's
serious?
now Booker can't be like so over the top where I could
Yeah.
see where this might have come from.
Hmm.
Like
They
the
gave
stick with Trick, I kind of like, but he has a new stick
with
with somebody
Joe
else
Hendry,
now.
Joe
Huh?
Hendry, Joe
Yes.
Hendry.
That one, that would, oh my God, that is so over the top.
Yeah, that makes me laugh so hard.
Right. And but see, because it makes us laugh, we don't see a problem with it.
Hmm. He did with
But
Stephanie when the Stephanie Becker like uh uh with Lola.
okay, now with the ladies, I
Yeah,
start every time he talking about the ladies, the first thing I think of is he divorced?
no,
Is his wife just she is able because he got himself a strong black woman, but I don't
yes.
know what kind of strong black woman he got.
She probably the one like, okay now, you know what I mean? But
Which I
I
would
don't.
love to be with you on that, but it seemed like he didn't got worse as time has gone on.
Yeah,
Now
Charmel
it's like
with Charmel.
no, oh, I'm
He
sorry,
had three.
no. A lot of certain wrestlers, his commentary be borderline like, bro, you did
Yeah,
your wife, bro. Um, I mm,
I think she. I think Charmel is secure enough to know, like, okay, I know what you're doing. But yeah,
right, but seeing that I don't really know her, I go in to the strong black woman me. Um, should you be doing that right
you looking
now?
like this, like
Like,
yeah,
yeah, she all
looking like
right.
that.
Yeah. She's a good, keeping everything professional. Nothing sounds like it is going beyond the professional level. Like he would have to literally like just be in a box when it came to the ladies. It's
Hmm.
like, okay, oh yeah. She's cool.
You're right.
That one move she just did right there, excellent stuff. Bravo. He turned into
Hmm.
King Booker. Turned
Hmm.
into King Booker. It's like, yes, she was all right, but no one is better than my queen.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I don't
that's
think.
what I,
Yeah, I don't think he don't play. He don't play about Charmel. But Yeah, and then they rated WWE the worst wrestling promotion. They rated Jay Uso the most overrated. Um, and I was like, man,
I feel like that's a shot at Roman. I get where it comes from, and
he
that's
was
why
on the
when
list
me,
too.
huh?
He was on the list too.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
Like
him,
like I
Cody.
told you, that whole push with the bloodline thing, it
Mm-hmm.
went too long,
Mm-hmm.
and it was too much like family therapy.
That's probably exactly what it was.
Yeah, it was too much like family therapy. So I can even without reading the article, I can understand some of their stances, except for the Booker thing. Well,
Hmm. Yeah.
I I don't
I
completely. Let me rephrase. I don't completely agree with it. The other ones I can see and kind of agree with it because me and you have talked about it, and I even when I knew that those was your Usos, and I'm just like, ugh, I hear what you saying, but that
those
thing
my
went,
twins. I love them.
yeah.
And do I think they're
And you
overrated?
love your
No.
Samoans, and yes, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I can understand if some people look up and go like, man, that Roman Rome was crap. I'm like, yeah, yeah. And as much as I hate to say it, like I always told you, when the Shield came up, I was already checking people out to see who was who and where I felt they belonged. And I put them in order. It was Seth, Dean, aka Moxley, Roman. Especially when they kept calling him a powerhouse, but it took him, Moxley, and Seth to do the power bombs. It's like that dude is not a powerhouse. Stop calling him a powerhouse. He's not doing powerhouse things. John Cena putting people up on his shoulder and doing the AA, aka STF, the doing the
F
AA.
you.
That's powerhouse stuff. If you call John Cena a powerhouse, I am inclined to agree. But
Mm,
one dude, and it take three people to get the person up, no matter how heavy or not heavy they are compared to
mm,
the person in question. No,
mm,
you can't call him a powerhouse. But I knew them calling him a powerhouse, the fix was in, they were pushing him.
mm.
Just like them doggone contacts. I knew that those was contacts because I had spent so much
Yeah.
there was so much and Vince knew what he was doing. He was trying
You
it,
know what? I heard now this, of course, rumor that Vince didn't want him to use his normal color eyes because
yeah.
he was trying to go into the white image.
I can't remember the reason Roman said because I saw a reel of that. I can't don't quote me on who it was. It was a little reel I saw on Facebook,
Hmm.
and I may have sent it to you like eons ago. But yeah, Roman basically said that he knew that he had ladies appeal. Now, and of course, if you get the ladies, then the ladies
Hmm.
gonna bring their kids. That's more
Hmm.
money. That's more money, and it
But
raises his
he could.
stock.
But Roman is just as beautiful with his normal eyes.
Yeah, but that
He didn't need that.
right. And Roman didn't think he needed it either, but he did what Vince told him, and unfortunately for him,
And he said
it
at the
worked.
time he didn't have that, FU money. So he had to do what he was told.
Right.
So now that he's got that FU money, he can be like, no, ain't worth
Yeah,
it.
you could tell once when he got to the spot because he stopped wearing them.
Yep.
and no, because he stopped wearing them well before he became the tribal
Yeah,
chief,
he stopped wearing them what 2018, 2019. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. Um,
I
but
mean, he
yeah,
wear contacts, but not like the color contacts.
right. But yeah,
So,
he was they knew what they was doing. The mamas will bring the kids. The kids mamas will bring the kids. The kids
mhm.
becoming a fan of Roman that keeps money rolling in into the WWE. So he was
Just like
on to something.
they just like they wanted the Usos to keep the face paint after they changed. They went heel, and they were like, no, because that's not what we're going for. So they said they really had to fight for that.
Hmm.
So, which I'm
E-
glad they did because they so cute.
Everything is about impressions and what can you do to keep the money coming.
Hmm.
And they don't want to unless it dies out on its own. Even with change, they will want to keep some things the same. That's why you will always and forever, whoever was the last great veterans that everybody lost their
That's why
mind over.
that's why John Cena didn't turn heel for that long of a time
Well,
because
that and it and
his
it
merch was selling.
and it would have created an issue for him being doing the Make-A-Wish thing.
Hmm.
And as much as people despise Goldberg, that was the reason why he didn't want to turn heel for the longest time because
Hmm.
he understood how much the kids loved him and he loved it. And he didn't want to do anything that was going to change that. And
Same with Cody.
that's why he refused to eat for
Hmm.
so long before he went heel. Now, once WCW was going out the door, it didn't matter that it didn't matter at that point. They were just doing whatever.
Yeah.
Um So Jasper comes out. Oh, Elio and no, I'm sorry. I got everything mixed up. Um, Jasper came out and attacked Josh and Eli Knight.
Hmm.
I knew what I did. I know why I made that mistake. But because Eli, and I was multitasking. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't even see that because I was multitasking. But I did see the end of it
But
when Eli was holding his head.
Robbie E congratulates Lola, but tells her that she only gets her match if she's cleared
Yeah.
when she's all of a sudden attacked by Kalani.
Come on in.
Which I'm
They're handing
sorry, if you
in.
want somebody to take you seriously, I've never understood this about the heels. If you're not scared of somebody and you want people to know that ain't no that you ain't scared of nobody, why
Hmm.
you turn around and attack them and do something to them to make sure that they will not be cleared and somehow think that just goes to show that in all human nature that people just don't think things through. It's
Hmm.
like, well, I mean, even if you tell me why you did that and it makes sense to me, ultimately you're still contradicting yourself. That part doesn't make sense to me.
All right.
Like, and the fact
Yeah.
that you didn't see it,
Yeah.
but that's according to how people think and the fact that they think different. That's what it
Hmm.
plays into. So, um, Robbie E found out that Keanu Carver decimated the locker room.
Yeah. Destroyed everybody. Tavion and all of
And then Dark State,
them.
yeah, Dark
Come out
State's not
talking
happy.
their trash. Then OTM come out and
Yeah, Dark
um,
State was not happy and had a message for OTM, had a message for
for the Vanity Project and Tony D'Angelo.
yeah.
Speaking of
I
which,
just
congratulations. his wife is pregnant.
Who?
Tony D'Angelo.
Oh
So
well.
he's expecting a baby.
Oh well. That's why he was gone so long. He was busy.
Yeah, so to speak.
Priorities.
You're
Um.
right.
Uh. Priorities. Like yeah, I can't come into work. I'm busy. You don't want
Yeah,
to know. Trust me. You don't want
right.
to know.
Well, we do now.
Um. Oh, and the culling. The culling.
Yeah, yeah.
The culling. Because I guess now that Izzy has gold, now they're really trying to push Sean Spears and Nico Vance,
Yeah.
which should have been done a long time ago. I'm just saying.
Long time ago, but we just saying.
I'm saying after that three-way match with him and Ethan and Trick, mm,
Yeah, they just kind of dulled his light.
it's like okay, you'll be management now.
And congratulations to his wife. The Iconics are now in AEW.
Did I miss something?
Oh, yeah, I just seen it today. Yeah, they're in AEW now.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, I didn't I did see a new person show up on AEW, but it wasn't them.
Yeah, no, it was like they had like a house show and
Oh, okay.
yeah, they
Okay. All
came
right.
out and
All right.
said they are elite.
So Sean interrupts. Yeah, Sean interrupted them, and then OTM interrupted
Hmm.
them, and then Hank and Tank interrupted them,
Oh
and
yeah, and they all started fighting.
yeah, and then it was just a melee everywhere you look.
Uh-huh. Then
Tony
Tony D came in there.
D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Then Tony D'Angelo came in and caught them lacking. Caught two of them
Yeah.
lacking.
Yeah. And now he got a match with Cutler. So I'm like, oh, finally we get to see Cutler do something.
Yeah.
Instead of being a hype man.
I know, right? To me, that's all he was. It
Yeah.
was like he was a hype man that you had to keep away from the mic.
All right.
It's
He
like,
don't do that anymore.
right. It's like I'm glad. Well, I mean, he had to learn, like, if you want the mic, you got to
Yeah.
think before you speak.
Right.
Because they gonna think whatever comes out of your mouth represents all the dark state.
Yeah.
And with you being the only Caucasian here, the only full Caucasian here,
Uh-huh.
um, please, watch your words, bro. Everything you were saying last time we was letting you hype us up,
Hmm.
and we had to keep stopping you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Those words don't
we
represent
had to
all
have
of
a
dark
talk
state.
about that. Yeah.
Like, so Kellen Kincaid finds out about the triple triple tag team match.
Hmm.
Shiloh was in Robbie E's office when Ethan decided, like, yeah, you can leave. Me and the new boss need to talk. And they talked, and the conversation did not go the way Ethan was hoping it was going to. So that leads us to Joe Hendry versus Jackson Drake. Jackson
Hmm.
Drake lost,
Hmm.
and out of nowhere with the new theme,
Ricky, can't
Ricky
see.
Saints, which now I got to look at him now,
Yeah,
seeing that he came out in a hoodie.
yeah. No, that's not him.
Hey, the way nah his. Nope, his ain't thick enough. It ain't him.
Mm-mm.
So Waller is still the number one suspect. Um,
Mhm.
uh, just
Go Ricky, go Ricky, go. Go Ricky, go Ricky, go.
oh, oops, oops. Forgot. Um, so AEW,
AEW.
Swerve and Kenny Omega are interviewed uh,
They fight.
by Tony Schiavone. They and the tensions and where they came from. It ends in a fight, like you said.
Yeah.
Um, which you had to know. I mean, everybody's going for the championship, so everybody gonna have to fight.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the wounds from it stem back to when Kenny was dominating, and
Mm-hmm.
Swerve had just been came from the WWE, so people obviously those that didn't know him as Killshot, it's like you weren't aware of like what he could be and what he could do.
Mm-hmm.
So so there's that. And then
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Fletcher is talking about his up and coming match against Tommaso, and he specifically asked Don to hang in the back, let him do it on his
Yeah.
own. And Don
Like
is more
stay
than
away,
happy.
stay away. Yeah.
Don said he was more than happy to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, um, I need to know where Fletcher's head is at
Mm-hmm.
because the way it seems, Okada's never gonna get the fact that he don't need Don Callis.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves Fletcher and Takeshita, and they could have left out together, but as of right now, because of Fletcher's standing friendship
Mm-hmm.
with both of them, Takeshita is kind of like feeling like he's on his own. And that leads us to the match, the six man Moxley, Pac, and Claudio of the Death Riders against Takeshita, Davis, and Josh of the Don Callis feud.
Alex is Alexander, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Josh
Ooh,
Alexander.
that Takeshita and John Moxley. Oof. Collision course, honey.
You ever feel like people could be more successful if they got away from the people they was dealing with?
Oh yeah.
I feel that for
Yep.
Okada, Fletcher, and Takeshita.
Yep.
Now, they would end up being on a collision course, and between
So
the three of them, there would be a question of who would win the most times
yeah.
in the one-on-ones.
I found out that Takeshita is married to Yuka. I can't say her last name, but she wrestled at AEW. And I was like, is that her? Is that the name she went on? Yuka Sat. I can't think of what her last name is right now.
Yuki
So
Sakuraba?
yeah,
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 I
something like
was
that.
I wasn't sure who you were talking about till you tried to say her last name.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, they married.
so the
But
Death
anyway,
Riders win in a downright entertaining, vicious brawl.
yeah, I was looking at Takesha like he looks so young, and I mean, he's 30, but he just looked young.
That happens. That's why they be making that's why that and decisions by the humans
Yeah.
is why people always be making fun or taking shots at people if they marry like an Asian woman. It's like you check her ID, make sure she old enough.
Yeah, but
because
he's young.
they actually do they actually do look young. The way they eat and the way they take care of themselves, they really do look young
Yeah,
young. So
that's why I was like, yeah, he looks very young. But anyway, yeah, that.
so
But Takesha, I like him. I really like him because he is like,
t
I was like,
to
man, he
to the
put on some
match.
bangers, and he do not need a Don Callis family. He don't.
Hmm.
Kyle Fletcher, like you said, he don't need him. Okada don't need him. Like y'all do just fine by yourself. But who knows when they gonna pull that trigger? So anywho, banger match,
Fletcher and Tommaso, why did you
banger
even let him win
match.
the title?
I know that's what I said. Like that, what he did he wasn't in a champ like a week ago? They just
Might have been 2 3 weeks.
oh no. He probably did it to get back at WWE. Just kidding, just kidding. But still.
Wow, that was that was great. We'll talk about it when we get to it. So Kyle reminds everyone of what he said about taking the championship home, and Briscoe challenges him to one more match, which he
Mm-hmm.
accepts,
Mm-hmm.
but it has to be a ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I
This
just
match was completely and utterly predictable
and
once it happened.
yeah.
Once certain things happened.
Yeah.
I already knew what was going to happen and how the win was going to come
Mm-hmm.
because I was kind of looking at the situation and I was leaning one way at first.
Mm-hmm.
And the match I'm talking about is Roderick and Orange Cassidy versus Clark Connors and Daniel Garcia. I was
Yeah.
leaning toward the Death Riders winning it initially. Then Roderick leaves, and then I go, hmm. So they let this match continue. This match continues. That means Darby's coming. And then I just sat back and waited for it. And as predicted, I even predicted when it was about to come. As soon as I saw him miss and he leaned back, and I'm like, and Darby come in 5 4 3
Mhm.
2.
Yeah.
So my only problem with this is that Darby needs to have somebody on his side of things to make this worth it.
Cain Velasquez is out of prison. Hashtag random.
Mm, I'll have to look that up later. Talk about it tomorrow.
Mhm. But yeah, yeah, I think he does because with Gay Kid and what Clark Connors, is that what his
Yeah.
name is? Mm-mm. You can't do it by yourself, boo.
No, and this is what I don't like about all the vicious people being on one side. Because you need to have them on
Right.
both sides because there's gonna be times that yes, I did know that. And I knew that other part too. Uh, at the end of the day, you gotta make them. I understand having them one-sided to like try to push a narrative, but then there's like certain people that you do that with too much, and I feel like that's the reason why I can't fully embrace Darby because he is more than willing to just do that like way too much, way too extremely, and it's like
Yeah.
when you're willing to do that, the matches become more predictable.
Hmm.
What happened there?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God. Oh man.
All right.
Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh geez.
Uh-oh.
Um, Tony congratulates Orange Cassidy.
Hmm.
Then makes an announcement for Grand Slam when Wheeler and Marina interrupt her.
I called it.
Huh?
I called it.
Yeah, we both knew who was going to be out of all of them. It's like, hmm,
Hmm.
hmm, by
Yeah,
process, because I wouldn't want to be anybody. One, I wouldn't want to be anybody dealing with Roderick if she had agreed, if Marina had agreed to let herself be the one. Oh, no,
yeah.
no, because if Roderick is anything like me, it's like I like naturally long hair. And even though she keeps it up in a ponytail, she does have naturally long hair. And it's like, yeah, she
Yeah,
would have came
I
to me with
know.
that. And I would have been like,
Like I don't want
oh,
nobody touching my hair.
right. And it's like, oh, hell to the no.
Yeah,
Nah, no, 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 no. Renegotiate.
yeah,
Somebody else is losing their. No, no, absolutely not
yeah.
non-negotiable.
I was
But
like, it's
no,
gonna be
I
between. It was gonna be between Orange Cassidy and uh, Witter Yuta. I was like, yeah, Yuta.
yeah, yeah, because I bet even Tony's husband was like, yeah, you're not the
Yeah,
one losing
Juice.
your hair,
Oh
right?
my gosh, Juice. Like, we ain't doing that. But yeah,
So
they came out with Mina Shirakawa and
so yeah, they bring Mina out in mother's milk, and then
hmm
Yuta cuts off a piece of her hair.
hmm
And I get the premise of what they're pushing. It's like,
hmm
y'all sitting up here acting like this is a joke. It's like,
yeah,
this is serious. This is
yeah,
serious. So y'all better start taking it serious, which the look, every, yeah,
hmm
it kind of got to the point where when the people that you're pushing kind of have like an R-Truth feel to them,
hmm
which I totally get Roderick's point. Roderick takes this seriously.
yeah,
So I get why he is not down with because they got crazy personalities and their personalities don't necessarily have the feel of I'm taking this seriously. It's like their personalities, they lose, they go, I may have lost, but I'll be back and it's okay. Roderick
hmm
loses, it's kind of like me, the way I look at it. It's like I lose, no, that's a problem.
that's the end of the world. Yeah.
So,
Oh, these dogs and their nails.
so Don Callis is happy with
hmm
Andrade and says the team could never be stronger. Don't you just love delusion?
Yeah.
Um, See, I mean, I could be happy with something, but I'm also a realist. If I see chinks in the armor, I see chinks in the armor, I'm gonna call it out.
hmm
And people look at me all the time. It's
He
like, man,
don't
you
want.
too
I
negative.
think he sees it. He just don't want to see it.
Because he knows he can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Which that is another angle that people take. It's not that they don't see it, but if they know that they can't do anything to change it, then they just focus on the positive, right?
hmm hmm
You focus on the positive, then you can everything will be okay.
hmm
Everything is good. So Andrade has a message for Cowboy. And Cowboy goes out. He's upset that Kenny lost. And shows off his ability to also speak Spanish,
Hmm.
like Andrade did during his interview.
Hmm.
Jet Speed,
Mm.
talking about the trios titles and the success, wishing success to Cowboy, and then they ended with wanting to themselves also bring singles gold to oh man, what what was the new name? Jet Set Jet Set Rodeo?
Something like that. I don't know. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
stupid. I don't like it, so I don't even care what it is. It's like I don't like Mega Bad at that. No. And they got a new trio, so it's gonna be a trio. Oh, okay, we'll get to that.
Triple threat. The Rascals versus the mystery tag team, which turned out to be Private Party.
Party shots, shots, shots. What are we doing? Shots, shots, shots.
Mm-mm. I'm sorry. No.
You don't like them?
You remember we talked about this.
I don't like them.
They can wrestle.
Mm,
I just don't like their personality.
no. Okay.
Is just I don't like the personality that is portrayed. Um, it would be nice if, like we talked about with, to me, they have like a different side, but they're in the same boat as like Jasper Troy and Keanu Carver
You know, like, oh my God, it's private party.
in terms of it's like nobody can have a regular character and get push. They have to have a light character that maybe not everybody vibes with, but that's the vibe that gets the push. It's like, you can say how successful a nerd is, but who are they going to flock to? Are they going to flock to the nerds, or are they going to flock to the loud people that like to party and don't necessarily do everything the right way?
Mhm.
And just like I said, watching them wrestle, I'll never disrespect them. They can wrestle, but it's also that fact that it's like, okay, dude, take it. Let me see some dude. Let me see you take it seriously.
Well,
Um,
they did have a backstage, and they were like, we ain't on the game no more. So,
okay, now let me see it. To me, another reason why I wonder if Shelton Benjamin wasn't pushed, he was just himself. I honestly believe that the person that I see in the ring, he can tend to be overconfident with his success in wrestling. I could see him being that. But at the end of the day, he wasn't anything that was real stereotypical, like that you could confine to a box.
hmm hmm
So I don't know. But they took on the Young Bucks. Young Bucks
hmm
won.
of course,
And the Young Bucks got confronted by FTR. Um, Seemed
big
like it was
scope.
gonna be a conversation of sorts. Only problem was FTR every time Young Bucks wanted to rebuttal whatever
Yeah,
they said,
they
they kept
kept
taking the mics
interrupting them.
away,
Yeah.
and eventually they got tired of that, and so Stokely, who after he saw FTR take super kicks and saw their titles taken, he started going, okay, it might be
Yeah.
time for me to leave.
Yeah.
Which obviously he didn't get far. You can't get far with the brake on the
Right.
wheelchair. It was
He like,
like
yeah, I'm with y'all, with y'all.
he sat up there and he started taking off, and I noticed the wheel wasn't moving. And
Uh,
and the first thing I looked at was like, where's the brake? Take the brake off, fool.
yeah, that was
Like that's why you
intentional.
ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
It's-
you know that was intentional. So
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, you know. So he he thought that they were gonna that he was gonna be next, and they just handed them the belts, and
Mhm.
then walked off. So with FTR could still take that as disrespect.
Yeah.
Um, and then MJF and Brody King recap,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
and then the other surprise, Statlander loses to Tekla,
Yeah.
which from a talent standpoint, I see it, but seeing that she's not on her own, who's gonna take it from her? Because she's
Stab
obviously
better?
not a slouch, and she gets there in the ring. And if I could compare her to somebody just immediately off the top of my head, she kind of reminds me of Ilya,
Yeah, she's very intense. Very intense. Because she's from the same country as Gunther.
which is amazing seeing that she's so much more intense than him.
Yeah. But yeah.
His character is kind of dry, straight to the point.
Yeah.
Hers is in your face,
Hmm.
like her wrestling,
Yeah.
like
It's like
like
you said, like Ilya. Um,
so.
I gotta use the potty. I'll be right back.
Yeah, let me. So now here we are at Grand Slam, which me
Hmm.
and you were talking yesterday because I'm pretty sure this is the first Grand Slam I've watched.
I think it was mine too. I can't even remember.
And 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 that's because as last I checked, like they were always like a pay-per-view.
Hmm.
So which it was cool that you told me that because I ended up like not too long after I talked to you, I was nearing the end, and the closer I got to the end of me working,
Hmm.
the more my body was just like, yeah,
Like, I don't think so.
it's like getting a little sleepy here,
Yeah. Yeah.
getting a little tired. You were up at 4:30.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I saw I was looking on their Instagram and I was like, TNT. I was like, okay. So I was like, so I think it's for free. I like we good with that.
So, what was your thoughts on the first match? Takeshita versus Moxley.
Oh, I loved it. I hated that it ended in a draw, but
That
that was a
part.
good match. Yeah. They wasn't none too pleased neither, but
Uh, I just and then that also spoke to the fact that there needs to be more singles. I get that there's some people that you just don't know what to do with.
hmm.
Leave those people with Don Callis.
Hmm.
Everybody that you know what to do with, let them be singles because you're gonna make for more matches. Quit waiting until the Continental Classic to have
Yeah.
matches that everybody really wants to see, or
Yeah.
wait until a pay-per-view, which technically, would it be fair to say like 95 to like 98% of their matches are like pay-per-view level?
Yeah.
So, and that's another reason why that what you were telling me about that wrestling article, I could understand why they say that the WWE is like last.
Mm-hmm.
I Now there are matches. There are certain wrestlers that make me question it, but with the
Yeah.
way certain things are done, it still makes me understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sorry, this thing that's been done with Shinsuke. I'm ready for his contract to expire and him to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I just if you can't give me what I want to see from the wrestler that I like, then let him go somewhere else so that I can see it.
Mm-hmm. You can go back to New Japan or, you know, uh, if he wants to even go to AEW and cook over there. There's a lot of those
Yeah,
Japanese wrestlers.
my my question with TNA at this point is are they letting any any of the WWE like run their product? Because I know if Shinsuke went over there, I know he could make some noise. There's they would have no excuse why they could not make noise with Shinsuke.
Yeah, I mean, they're two separate companies. Like they're running, TNA is running TNA, and WWE is running there. They just got a partnership. But yeah, I think either that or, like I said, he can go to AEW, and it's like all the Japanese wrestlers there, Okada, uh, Shibata,
Oh,
Takeshita,
oh,
uh,
yes.
they
Him
got
versus Okada, him
yeah,
versus Takeshita, him versus Shibata.
yeah, Ishii. But he can also go. He can also have that thing with New Japan too, because they got like both contracts. You know what I mean?
Him
So,
versus Fletcher,
hmm
him versus Pac. But I need them to let him go if he takes on Pac.
oh,
Actually, all of
this
them.
is AEW. Yeah, they
Him,
will let
him,
him go.
him versus Moxley. Him
Yeah,
versus Claudio.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. He can cook over
I
there.
would even take him versus Yuta and Daniel Garcia. I
Yeah,
just oh my God.
yeah. He will cook over there. Hmm Yep, he will
And then
cook
him
over
and
there.
Tommaso are over there. Oh,
Yep.
mm. Number one contend. Picture it. Number one contendership.
Mm, 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 mm.
Tommaso versus Shinsuke.
Mm-hmm.
Sign me up.
Mm-hmm.
So, Statlander's upset that she lost the title, and she sends
Mm-hmm.
a warning to Tekla and that Tekla's not really worried about.
Yeah.
She does admire and respect Statlander now because she feels like they're two birds of a feather. But at the end of the day, she got the title now, and ain't nobody getting it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know this side of Statlander though. Cosmic Killer?
Well, when she was coming out, she had it on her like
No,
forearm.
no, 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 no. I know I get the cosmic part, but the killer part. What does this mean for her? And
Yeah.
then not only what does this mean for her, but where will this leave her and the Babes of Wrath?
I think they all doing their own thing. They just come together when they need to.
Speaking of them and this show,
Mm-hmm.
um, Yeah. Uh, wow.
Hmm.
Um, but the Babes of Wrath and versus Megan and Penelope, and they squeak out a win.
Yeah.
When the match started, you want to know what I thought? I
Mm.
thought that the whole reason that I thought maybe that they didn't let Megan and Marina win because it was actually supposed to have been Megan and
Her
Penelope that were
Penelope.
supposed to have won
Hmm.
before she got hurt. So I
Yeah.
was thinking that Megan and Penelope were gonna win that match.
I think they I think they said that on commentary too. Since she got hurt, Marina had to step in, but now it's back to, her and Penelope, which when that other girl came, what's her name, Lena?
Yeah,
Um, at the end of the match, you see how they were looking at Penelope like, girl, if you don't get out of the
you know, that part was confusing.
Yeah. They sure was looking at her like, girl,
Well, no, what I was confused on was when those two were looking at each other, were the fists about to fly?
yeah. Well, I
And
mean
then
they came
Penelope walked up with the titles, and then there seemed to be like a shift.
yeah.
It was very awkward. I
Yeah.
didn't know how to perceive it
See, I just thought that they came together like, yeah, we got this. And then when
because
Penelope came up, like she gotta go.
they kind of came up kind of like because you get so used to
Yeah.
people doing it like in the Rumble
Yeah. Sure.
and you see
Yeah.
them do it and it's not because they friends, it's because I'm here to be number one and you're in my way.
Hmm. Yeah.
And then it went from that to Penelope walks up and then she has titles in her hands and then they go, oh, okay, detour.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I thought I saw her what you said, look at Penelope.
Yeah. She kind of side at her like, hmm.
And maybe that's what it was. She was side eyeing her, like, what are you doing with her?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, because whether it's Megan and Marina or Megan and Lena, Penelope is the weak link
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
comparison. Now, obviously, from a wrestling standpoint, from a vicious standpoint, she is far from a weak link. But yeah, and I was like, oh, another trio.
Hmm.
Huh. So
They don't
like the
got trios
men,
titles for they don't got trios title for women, do they?
no.
I don't think so.
So like the men, it's now getting to the point it's like, okay, I got too many clicks. What are we doing?
Hmm.
So I don't know. Ugh. I just hope that it doesn't ruin what they got going on.
Right. But
Andrade versus Cowboy.
mhm. Mm-mm-mm.
You live by the sword, you die by it.
Exactly. Exactly.
He low blowed his way to that match, and then that ended up being the reason why he lost.
He lost. Don Callis was like, huh?
Yeah, Don saw the writing on the wall. He hurried up and hightailed it.
Yep.
I just and the match was great.
Yeah.
It did not need Don Callis.
You didn't. But right now, Andrade is that's his person.
Yeah, yeah. Um, hair versus hair match. Death Riders, Marina and Yuta versus Tony and Orange Cassidy and
Yeah. Took a
To Tony and
pound
Orange
back.
win
Yeah.
and very fitting that I guess it's fitting that Tony
Hmm.
wanted to be the one to shave Yuta after what
Yeah.
he did to Mina.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just completely fit. The
Yeah.
match was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I know she took a power driver from Utah.
Took a pile driver from Yuta. Um, he ran in the ring and didn't he catch her with a knee too?
I
I
think
felt
so.
like he ran in the ring and caught her with something. I couldn't tell if it was a
Mhm.
knee, if he like jumped in the air and like clotheslined her, or what
Yeah.
he did, but he definitely took her out.
Yeah, he did. But she came back though. So all that matters.
So Fletcher versus Briscoe. Were you surprised by the ending?
No.
I knew as soon as they made it, as much as um Mr. Man was jumping around because he was excited that it was a ladder match. I'm like, they're not about to let him lose his title.
Mm-mm.
I don't even think he would have lost it had he not been in Australia.
Right.
Brody versus MJF.
That was a good match. I mean, I knew what the outcome was gonna be, but still it was a good match.
Uh, I wasn't shocked by it for the simple fact that they've been setting up Cowboy and MJF.
Hmm. He came in there and signed the contract and threw it down. Then he was like, "Yeah." And of course, he was talking, talk. Then he just did like it. He felt like he dropped the pin. Like, are
That's not why he did that. Sorry,
you gonna stab him? Stab him?
multitasking again.
What to say? Yeah.
And that leads us to SmackDown.
Smackdown.
So, very long-winded first beginning of the show.
Hmm. Honestly, what happened at the beginning? I'm trying to remember.
Um, Tiffany started off the show
That's
explaining
true. Yeah.
why she
There we
wants
go.
to be in the Elimination Chamber
Yeah.
When Nia and Lash came out and they didn't
Yeah.
agree, and Tiffany took a shot at Nia by asking her why she was so obsessed with her,
Yeah. It's
and
incessant. She used well, that was her backstage, but she used tools.
Nia plans. Lash said that Nia was going into the chamber and that she was going to
Hmm.
win.
Hmm.
So that Tiffany needed to get all of her feelings
Hmm.
of winning in the chamber and going to WrestleMania. Go ahead and put them to the side because they're not going to happen.
Right.
So the but like I was saying, Tiffany asked Nia why she was so obsessed with her, and then took another shot by congratulating her on finding her replacement.
Hmm.
Which, with the way they're pushing Lash, I know she's Tiffany Stratton, but it's like,
Lash is one of one.
yeah. So, do you think that she's going to get very far with her being tagged with Nia?
I think they're eventually gonna, of course, separate them. Um, but yeah, they're gonna eventually separate them, and Lash gonna do her thing because I think Triple H is really like high on her. So.
Hmm. I just hope that by the time they do it, it's not too late
Hmm.
because you know how some people are fickle. It's like once they get used to something, that's the
Mm-hmm.
only way that they want to see it. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if it's necessarily a good idea for her and Nia to win the tag team championships together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, that whole thing, like how some actors are, they don't they'll get away from a certain character because they don't want to be typecasted, as they call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that that's another one of those things that gets people in trouble in the WWE. It's like you're doing something so long that you end
Mm-hmm.
up typecasted.
Yeah. Right.
That's the only way people want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting to see what they ultimately do with not only her but also Nia.
Yeah.
So then Rhea comes out and tells Nia and Lash that what they think is going to happen at the Elimination Chamber is not going to happen because she's going to win the Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
But for
Yeah.
now, she had to take that her and Rio were going to take care of the tag title side of things.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And
that brings us into the match, ends up in a double count out. And
then,
I think that match kind of shows why you should give certain matches a chance because you would think that
yeah, they getting up like they were getting like a "This is awesome"
yeah,
chant.
and like certain people can pull things off, but the
Mm-hmm.
numbers aren't in their favor. And I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about EO more than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you know me most of the time, if there's like a size disadvantage, I don't really want to see it because of how far they go with the whole um getting pummeled situation.
Mm-hmm.
EO doesn't fall into that as much as others that cause me to think that way.
Mm-hmm.
So she um she kind of comes off as like the little scrappy type
Mm-hmm.
that yeah, you might be giving her a beating, but you'll look up and all of a sudden she's dominating you, even though she's
You're right.
clearly
Yeah.
out out
That's why she.
overpowered and
That's why she be doing that.
right. And that's why I'll be like, if that's not what I'm gonna see, I don't want to see it. And I'm gonna give you enough time and enough matches to show me if that's what I'm gonna see or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I kind of have a beef with Darby. It's like, it's not that I don't like Darby. Yes, he's a good wrestler. Yes, he has a great shtick. The face paint, everything about it just screams this is entertainment. But he just
Mm-hmm.
always ends up in these matches where it's like, yes, it's you versus Goliath, and Goliath is going to do what Goliath does, and he's going to
Yeah.
do it for 15, 20 minutes, for
Yeah.
almost 20, for going on 20 minutes. Then around the 18th minute, all of a sudden you're going to pull it out in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Or 19 minutes and 59 seconds, you pull it. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I want you to be Ilya. I don't want you to be Darby.
Yeah.
So, um, so yeah, there's that. Cody is interviewed about the
Mm-hmm.
challenges going into the match and wanting to get back to Drew and not being happy about not already having his spot set for WrestleMania. And you
I
kind of
love
get
Cody. I really do. But I really wanted Jacob to win this. I really wanted him to win this. And then, but I'm thinking that, I mean, I know Randy's in the chamber, but I'm thinking that they might have that be, if they don't put Jacob in the title match, like as a triple threat, then I'm thinking they probably gonna rebuild Randy as the attacker who attacked him and all that stuff. And
yeah, it's the way everything is the way everything is stacking up and the fact that they haven't let it out the bag. Nobody, Nick hasn't come up and been like, "Hey Jacob, we found out who attacked you
Hmm.
on camera." Which all the
Yeah,
years of the WWE, you ever notice that they don't use that angle anymore?
I do. I do.
I mean, what did y'all stop using cameras? You used them back in Vince's day. Why y'all stop
Hmm.
using them now?
Yeah, then they have like the NXT Anonymous and all that stuff and the GTV
Right.
and all that. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
you know, we in the new age of technology and the WWE stopped using backstage cameras.
Yeah.
It's like we're not telling you to use them in the women's locker room. We
Right.
we're
Yeah.
we're
I,
you could use them in the general open areas.
yeah. I don't know. It's just, I guess.
Uh, so yeah. So Apollo loves the open challenge along with Matt Cardona and
Hmm.
they're talking to Mello and but they're letting Mello know like, "Hey Mello, we like
We
what
want
you're
to do.
doing. Don't
Yep.
don't don't forget we're standing here. You know,
Yep.
we want titles." And
Yep.
naturally Apollo lets them know like, "No, y'all gonna get your shot. Not tonight, but y'all gonna get your shot."
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
and you know who else I think is pushing it, trying to tell everybody
Good.
what we were just talking about Randy. And
So,
it just dawned on me when I was listening to his vignette talking about
mm,
Randy. But he's been saying that ever since Jacob got attacked. He's been saying that there's another side to Randy.
hmm
And now my question is the day that Randy got mad that when he walked up to him and said it face to face, was he mad that he was questioning Randy's ability, or was he mad because maybe Alistair saw what he did to
yeah.
Jacob?
What happened? Yeah. Then they saying that it might be a thing between Alistair and Randy.
Which that's what it's looking like they're pushing towards.
Hmm.
But the thing with Alistair seems to, if he comes after you, it seems like he's trying to form a clique.
Mm. But he was like that in AEW with the House of Black. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
hey,
he just don't have the right way. Like, dude, you can't be recruiting people by disrespecting them and then cheating them in matches. Um, Not unless you make the stipulation like, if you lose, you have to become my minion.
yeah, right.
But he never does that. He just kind of
Hmm.
disrespects them
Hmm.
and expects to go in there and win, which he doesn't.
Hmm. Well,
So, I don't know.
mm,
But yeah. So, and then Alexa decides to let Julia and I mean not Alexa, Zelina decides to let Alexa and Julia know that they need to understand that there's a new female sheriff in town and
her
they're
name is Alexa Bliss. I'm just kidding.
right. Um and that they were both going to understand by the time the match was over. So Melo comes out to the ring. He talks about what he's brought to the U.S. Championship.
Hmm.
He basically puts it out there. I have a feeling something between Raw and SmackDown is coming. a war between the brands is coming.
Hmm.
And the reason why I say that is because within 2 weeks, two people on SmackDown have taken a shot at Raw.
Well, the
And,
the
and
champion and the contender did too. They took a shot at SmackDown.
what do you mean?
You heard that how they were talking about Drew, who was the SmackDown champion?
Yeah, but that's taking a shot at Drew. Uh um um uh Drew took the shot at him and made a generalized statement that didn't really apply. It's like they mentioned you specifically.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't say SmackDown. They said you. They wasn't talking about nobody else. It to me that was a that was him kind of playing the victim and trying to instigate something else, which you've known
That's what I
people.
mean. That's
You
what I mean.
you've known people like that,
Hmm.
where it was like the family, somebody go to somebody because they've been challenged, so they go to their family and they go,
Hmm.
well, when he disrespected me, he disrespected y'all.
Yeah,
And like, excuse me?
exactly.
It's like, no, he called you out. He ain't say nothing to
Right.
us. Like, we ain't the ones with the title. You are. That's you. That's
Right.
you know, and that now Mello threw a legit shot.
Well,
That was a legit shot at Raw.
he a trash
Like
talker,
like
so
I put on the best matches on Raw or SmackDown. Matter of fact, he called out SmackDown too. It's like,
yeah,
um, hmm, is the challenge about to get expanded?
maybe,
Now you gonna have Raw folks showing up trying to take the title from him?
maybe, maybe.
I mean, you know, but yeah, it was funny, and he said he plans on winning his elimination match and calls out Ilya for the match that he's owed when Solo comes out and after
Hmm.
Ilya comes out and lets it be known that nobody should have got a title shot before him. Um,
Hmm.
uh, which I love Ilya.
Hmm.
Some of this beating that he got, he kind of deserved. Now, you know you clearly outnumbered. That is not the moment to take
Yeah,
a shot.
you're right.
That is not the moment to take your shot. It's
I
like,
know. And then they was like Apollo and Matt came out, and then I was like, "Who's gonna be the next one?" Then Shinsuke. I was
right.
like,
But for him to take that shot and go, wait a minute, you talk about loyalty and everything. Weren't you the one out here losing by yourself while
"Yeah."
the MFTs were like MIA?
And they were. He was looking at him like,
And
"What?
he stopped and
That's
he looked
cool."
back like, yeah,
Yeah.
where were y'all at?
Hey.
That's happened 2 weeks in a row on two different shows.
Hmm.
Because it happened on Raw the week before, and it happened on SmackDown this week.
Hmm.
With Breaker, Breaker.
Yeah.
It was like you know what? The last masked person
Yeah.
Austin. Breaker
Yeah.
was
He was
like,
like,
yeah, it was.
"Excuse me." You right about that. What's up with that, bro?
But they never, but the thing that is traditionally true about the heels is that most of the time, they will not let them fully exercise that demon to be like, yeah, by the way, where
Yeah.
you at?
They don't want to
Well,
see him sweat. That's what that is.
that to me, that makes it more spicy. It
Hmm.
because then Paul has to come in and he has to try to figure out how to calm down and refocus everybody, which you know that's what Paul does. You know
Yeah.
he's good at that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you saw that one old WCW that I showed you of Paul when he was better known as Paul Lee Dangerously.
Dangerously. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I just sent you the video and I put that's my Paul right there. That's
Right.
him right there. That's what he does.
Yeah.
This whole
Yeah.
being scared. It's like, now don't get me wrong. He know how to size up wrestlers and be like, okay, I might want to watch my words. But
Hmm.
eventually he will position the situation. He will then start plotting. It's like, okay, clearly I'm outmatched physically, which means I got to go find somebody to physically take care of this for me.
Right.
And he's done it to everybody he was once upon a time cool with. So did it to Punk, did it to Roman. That's why I laughed at that whole thing of who did what differently. You're like, no, y'all didn't. Y'all both, everybody sided with Paul and everybody got double crossed by Paul.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
It's like, when you get to that point where you ain't listening, it's like, oh, you ain't listening to me no more? Okay. Well, I mean, if he turns against me, I'm clearly in a no-win situation. So
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
who can I keep in my back pocket for just such occasions?
Hmm.
That's what Paul does, not all this
Yeah.
cowering and being scared.
Yeah.
Like he gets scared, you better run.
Yeah.
So
Exactly right.
like you said, because it was looking completely one-sided and completely horrible for Ilya and Melo, and then Cardona and Apollo come out, and then Shinsuke comes out, and then that same reaction that you had after you said Shinsuke came out, that's where I am with him at this point. I have no faith
Mhm.
that they're gonna do with him what I feel he deserves. And I'm
Yeah.
saying he deserves it just from what I've seen him do in the WWE. I have
Yeah.
not seen him in New Japan.
I saw some, like, I was looking at, because he was the leader of this faction called Chaos in New Japan,
Uh-huh.
just killing them, killing them. That's the Shinsuke you will love.
I mean, if you give somebody a moniker, then how they roll must fit.
Hmm. And guess who else was in Chaos with them? Okada. So, you know, yeah, he was doing his thing on in that. They got some like some matches and stuff because I was really looking up like, oh, Gorillas of Destiny, and that's where I ran into Chaos in
Hmm.
New Japan.
Gotcha. Hmm. But so Nick loving an opportunity to turn something into a match, turned it into
Mhm.
the MFTs, a 10-man match with the MFTs and Solo versus Cardona, Shinsuke, Ilya, Melo, and Apollo.
Yeah,
And um, as predictability goes, obviously Solo and the MFTs won.
with
But
Tomahawk.
what happened after
Yeah.
got very, very interesting. So
Mhm.
Solo and the MFTs were celebrating in the ring, and he raised the lantern when they
Mhm.
received a visitor.
Mhm.
And they're
They
one
did.
short, by the way, and that's another reason why they should have kept Braun Strowman around, but I digress. Um, so all of a sudden the lights went out.
Mhm.
Obviously, everybody started freaking out. And then Spotlight went
Mhm.
up on, I was thinking what was going to happen, which if they had done this, would have been great.
Mhm. They
Lights
got
go out, but when the
yeah,
spotlight comes up, the only person standing there is Solo.
right. That's
And
what
then,
that should have. That's exactly what should have happened too.
and then, um, if they really just want to have everybody going nuts and getting excited, you let me know if you agree or disagree.
All right.
Um, and actually, it would fit because Solo has the lantern.
Mhm.
Now, let me know which voice that you would have wanted them to use. And it
Okay.
probably would have been a hard sell because of what I'm saying, and you'll get it as
Mhm.
soon as I say it.
All
Would you
right.
have wanted them to have the kid that sung to John Cena pop up on the screen, or would you have rather them just played Bron's voice for everybody to hear him singing he's got the whole world in his hand
Ooh.
with
I would have had it been Bray.
now I can imagine where that would have been hard for Bo
That's true.
and Eric
That's
and
true.
that would I could see like even if somebody in the back came up with that I could see Eric and Bo like no,
Too soon. Yeah.
but they've also had him talking and sounding exactly like his brother. So I
Exactly
mean,
like him.
which which
Hmm.
which kind of made me feel some kind of way, especially seeing that they were basically getting beat up. I'm like, look, if you're gonna try to get him to channel his inner Bray, I need him losing less matches. I need them looking more
Yeah.
dominant.
Yeah.
I need them looking more dominant. It's like, what are we doing?
You're right.
Like, but yeah, that see, I don't have a bachelor's. I could be a writer. It's like need to cut out that stupid stipulation. I could be a writer.
You need a bachelor for that?
Yeah, you need a bachelor's in journalism.
Oh.
In the early 2000s, I was looking for jobs and I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind working in the WWE as a writer.
Hmm.
And I looked and I saw and it said you got to have a bachelor's in journalism.
Hmm. I don't have one. So
Yeah, me neither. It's like I can predict how matches are gonna come out. I can make me some matches.
I have a bachelor's, but not in journalism. So
Well,
again,
maybe you could try out. Maybe you could talk them into it in the interview. You have a bachelor's, it's just not in what they said.
yeah.
Sometimes at some places that does work. It's like as long as you in the ballpark and you have a degree, they'll let you through. But
Mhm.
um that just depends. So
Right.
Charlexa recap from the Rumble. Then Charlotte tries, she apologizes to Alexa for what happened at the Rumble.
Hmm.
Alexa dismisses it and says it wasn't her, it was Nia, which technically, if you really look at it, Nia was holding on to her
Yeah,
arm.
it was. It
And
was not.
and and
Yeah.
and 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 but for the premise of what they're trying to push and the storyline, it does it did look at first glance like because she followed through with her upper body. If she had
Hmm.
if she hadn't followed through with her upper body, there was a chance that Alexa could have stayed up there.
Right.
Not likely because of it, not likely to where it would have made sense because of the weight of Nia. It's like, yeah, so let's get this straight. Nia was holding on to you. She's going down with all her weight
Hmm.
and you were somehow able to play superhero and stay up on the apron, yeah, okay. It's like,
Yeah. It's like you
okay.
be my Galentine.
Yeah, that whole man, why are we as humans always like literally making up stuff? We got this bad habit of telling people that they can't just make up stuff, and then we turn around and something goes viral that somebody just simply just made up.
Yeah, it's the Galentine and Friendsgiving.
Right. It's like, what? What? Huh? Who?
Everybody
What?
like, oh my gosh,
It's like
Valentine's Day.
I can't keep up with the ones that were around before I was born. Why are you creating new
Correct.
ones?
I was like, people be like, oh my God, Valentine's Day. I was like, it's just another day to me. I ain't tripping over Valentine's Day. So,
Was that supposed to be a special day? I'll shut up now. Um, hmm. So, Nick tells Davy. Nick was in the middle of trying to tell Damien that
yeah.
he'll be in the elimination chamber match when Kit
Hmm.
Wilson comes up and interrupts.
Yeah.
And he has a poem for Nick, which
Hmm.
naturally, even if I hadn't saw like a still meme
Yeah.
of what happened online, I would have looked at the situation and known that R-Truth can't help himself.
Yeah.
He's going to say something to
Yeah.
break everybody in the room.
And that he did.
And, he just can't help himself.
Yeah.
So
I see a camel toe.
it's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's like what that's what we're doing.
That's exactly what they're doing.
And they're starting to get edgy again. They are
Hello.
starting to get edgy again. So
Yeah. A little bit.
so obviously that made Kit Wilson mad and
Hmm.
calling
You're
everybody.
toxic.
Yep, calling everybody toxic.
Hmm. Yeah.
Alexa versus Zelina versus Julia.
Hmm. I don't know what they're doing with Julia. It's very disappointing. But I digress.
And I asked you about it. I asked you about it. I asked you about it when everything came to be because
I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it's like, come
yeah,
on.
yeah, and I can't knock you for that. I can't knock you for that. I get it. You want to hope that they hope upon hope that they will pull their heads out of the fire, so to speak.
Hmm.
And
Do right by her.
right, it's like how can she have all that potential on NXT level and
Because
then
Shawn Michaels was booking it. Just saying.
touche. Uh, which makes me wonder, like, I think I need to start watching the Unreal so I can get to see or maybe I can like look it up online to see like who are all the bookers so that it can possibly help me make sense of it.
Hmm.
So, yeah, but I think I will look that up later. But um, Tiffany hopes that Jordan wins, and Jordan lets her know that if she that when she does win, she's gonna give Tiffany a title shot, which instantly tells you like, oh, so she ain't winning. Uh,
All right.
um, I feel like Tiffany's not quite back up there yet for some reason. I know part of it was injury,
Hmm.
but
I don't know.
Yeah. So Chelsea runs literally
Poor
uh runs into
Tiffany,
Jordan
right?
and
Jordan.
makes and tries to make her apologize
That poor thing. I was
for
like,
her.
come on, her ankle is just, ugh. You seen that picture?
No.
Ooh.
So she demands an apology, um, to which Jordan,
Basically look at her like, girl, bye.
yeah, she she was like, well, I would have you stand up so that I could apologize to you, but it's like, Jordan, I don't know if I don't I don't know if that was such a wise idea. Just knowing how they are from a numbers game, the numbers game. So Ray Phoenix um, gets a
Trey
visit
Williams
from
out.
Sammy, who
Yeah.
wants to thank him for trying to talk to him, and he apologized for not. Um, he apologized for not, really reciprocating the conversation,
Hmm.
and but he told him that he appreciated him trying to talk to him and pull him out of his mental state, and
Hmm.
that he was appreciative of that. And Trick was tired of waiting for Sammy to go out, possibly overheard him talking to Ray Phoenix, and was like, "All right, fine, I'll go out."
Hmm.
And then I got something to say to you, Sammy. Like,
Yeah.
quit moping around and being all
He
sad.
like, yo, breast smell like Mr. Bounce that ass. I was like, oh my God. Like, what is wrong with you?
Right. I mean, uh, now comments like that do have repercussions. So, as much as I want to give respect to Trick for, quote unquote, wanting to stand on business, you standing on business, don't you mess around and catch a beat down.
Hmm. But he,
Don't
he
don't
had a
be
banger match with Ray Phoenix, though.
to me, like anybody that gets in the ring with Ray,
Hmm.
he'll do what he can
Elevate them.
to make it go.
Hmm.
The problem is like everybody doesn't necessarily have that skill, or everybody that's good at like uplifting other people and carrying each other in a match. There's still some people that you can't put them in a match with because it's just not gonna work. Um,
So you didn't think that match between him and Trick worked?
oh yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
But no, um I was just saying from like a general point that you can't do that with everybody.
Right.
And that ends up ringing true. Um like as good as we know, the best most recent match that would speak to that, as good as we know Gunther was, and as good as we know John Cena had the capability of being,
Hmm.
even though he was more entertainment than wrestler,
Hmm.
he had been out the ring so long.
Hmm.
That's why that match didn't look as good as it should have.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so Ray Phoenix take Trick calls out Sammy, tells him to man up, quit acting like a little bleep, and
Hmm.
and you know, as always, he's got to plug his lemon pepper steppers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got got to plug them,
Yeah.
and he had a match with Ray Phoenix, which he won
Yes.
without having to cheat,
Not at all.
and
He
that
got a qualifying match next week.
yep, and now that makes me question. Okay, that's great. What we doing with Ray again?
Now I hear that I don't know how true it is, but I hear that him and Penta gonna be teaming up. So maybe that happens. I don't know when, but
But yeah, this was my fear that it was like he was gonna come and wasn't gonna see much
yeah.
for what his capability is. Not gonna see much. But ooh wait. So Rhea discussed Lash when Julia walks up upset, and Io decides that she may want to get her hands on some singles gold, and which obviously Julia was not happy, not only with what Rhea said to her about the Elimination Chamber, but then all of a sudden
Hmm.
Io decides she wants her title, and Kiana knew that that was probably going to be the what broke the camel's back, so she decided
Hmm.
it was time for Julia to go
Yep.
because
Yep.
things were about to get very violent back there,
Yeah.
and Kiana, she's strategical. She's like, nope,
Mhm.
not the time.
Yep.
And Jordan speaks of her accolades and speaks of Jade and what she plans to do. She plans on beating Jade that night. And Jade
Hmm.
just lets her know, like, you just gonna be another victim because at the end of the
Hmm.
day, I'm that.
Hmm.
And Jacob Fatu talks about the Elimination Chamber and
Jacob.
and uses his real life situation of being in prison as an example of what's going to help him power through.
Yeah. Massimo and Teddy Bear.
So so yeah, but he planned on winning the match and he was going through everybody.
Hmm.
Yeah, well,
He could have won, but Drew had to interfere.
yeah, we'll get to that. Yes, we will. Uh Jordan and Jade go and shocker Jade won. And then
Yeah,
Jade
but
confronts Liv.
yeah, because Liv interrupted her while they were doing the introductions.
And I noticed something. I guess everything's water under the bridge with Raquel and Liv now.
No,
I mean, because now she walking out with her again.
I know, I know,
She did
but
not look. She didn't. She didn't give. She didn't come with the normal intensity that she's been coming with the past few weeks when it came to Jade
mm-hmm,
getting in Liv's face. She just kind of
mm-hmm,
shooed her off with her hand. I'm like, what is that?
yeah,
It's the way you've been acting about you about to be that next one, and now and even last week you was looking at Jade like like you wanted to do something to her while she
Mhm.
was talking to Liv. And this week it's
Mhm.
you just dismissing her. Like, oh shoot, go away.
Yep.
Taking a day off? What are we doing?
Totally.
Um, or like you said, well, maybe things ain't cool, and that's maybe why maybe she had a change of heart. She's like, wait, why did I try to defend Liv last week?
Yep.
That almost pulled me into a fight that I didn't have nothing to do with.
Mhm.
So she tags along, makes sure everything seems cool,
Mhm.
and then she casually dismissed Jade when she said what she said to Liv.
Mhm.
Which that whole thing with Liv and Dom, it's like, are we about to seriously go back to that sappy make me hurl stuff?
Yep.
It's like, okay, whatever. Hopefully that was just a it's Valentine's Day weekend kind of thing, and hopefully that's not because I was cool with the fact that they were back and they weren't doing all that.
Mhm.
Um, Fraxium and Motor City Machine Guns are having more laughs at Johnny Gargano's expense.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I'm I literally feel like women need to truly take a step back and see what they are causing themselves. And here's what I mean.
Okay.
So I've been watching a lot of Kevin Samuels, and some of the stuff I understand, and because of the general just respect of humans, a lot of the stuff I don't, even if I still get it at the time. But one of the reasons why I get what he's saying and where he's coming from, one particular episode, this guy tried to call in and he was trying to say, hey, maybe more women would get what you were saying if you just watched your tone, which his tone is not his only problem.
Mm.
Um, Actually, out of everything that would be a problem in him, the tone ain't it.
Mhm.
Uh, how he does things is it. But anyway, but that's my main point. For all these women that sit and talk about the type of man they want,
Mhm.
that's usually not the guy they end up with. The guy
Oh,
they end
I know.
the guy they end up with is a guy total opposite. He's supposed to be the one that's not supposed to get the girl. And whether it's him being a player and the chick
Or a bum.
knows she's getting played,
Or a bum.
or well, I'm just talking about you can throw that guy in there, he still applies. Because whether the guy has a lot of money, whether he doesn't, whether he's middle class, whether he's low income level, or whether he is a complete bum, a complete and utter bum, the nice guys do honestly finish last.
Mhm.
So and that's part of the reason why he takes the approach that he takes, because he knows at the end of the day, his approach gets more women than doesn't. And he proved it to
Mhm.
the dude right there in the conversation. It was hilarious. It was like I felt bad for the dude because he like a lot of humans, especially women, just didn't know how to let go. Like, bro, you trying to hold on to this and you're being slaughtered.
Mhm.
Let go. You're not winning this conversation. It's not even close.
Mhm.
You did not come in. Number one, uh, you came in like what they call them now. They call them a simp. Like
Yeah.
everything was about feelings. You know you've been watching this dude's content, and yet you didn't have enough brains to make sure you came in with data. It's like no, you gonna go against him. You better have some statistics to rival the statistics that he has, or
Right.
you're fighting a losing conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Mm-hmm.
same problem that like literally he came into that conversation like a lot of the women that don't like him Kevin Samuels came into you came in based with personal experience
Mm-hmm.
that don't that can't be directly tied to statistics that he's gonna try to find or look up. You just talked about the men you didn't dealt with, but you talking about where you want to be, and he's got friends in that realm, and he's going by statistics.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
just ugh. But Johnny Gargano, and the reason why I brought that up was because of what Johnny Gargano said to his wife.
Yeah. I don't have, I lost my tag partner. I don't have anything. She's like, nothing? She's like, nothing. What? I know.
And that just shows that he's complacent
Yeah.
because you'll say things when you feel like certain things aren't going to change. You're only worried about what changed and
Mm-hmm.
how to get it back. I can
Yeah.
say that from personal experience of because from a mental health standpoint, I say that a lot.
Yeah.
Now I've gotten better at like catching myself looking around my apartment, looking actually looking at my I've done a better job of looking at my situation to realize that I do have some things, but
Mm-hmm.
those things that I don't have anymore or something that was like in the way of me getting to a better position.
Mm-hmm.
I want that so bad that the other stuff is just not as important as what my immediate mind was on. So I get where he was coming from. I get the premise.
Yeah.
But those guys that act like that way, it's more of a, from a cocky standpoint and they're
Mm-hmm.
insensitive. Like
Mm-hmm.
I picked up a couple about a week or so ago. And the gentleman said something to his wife was flat out. There's no way that you can't say that what he said to her was disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I go to pick him up down there by Duke Energy,
Mm-hmm.
the conference building,
Mm-hmm.
and for some odd reason, she wanted to come to the car the same way he did, but there was a bunch of unsteady snow. So she looked at dude. She was like, "Hey, honey, can you help me over this?" And he looks over and he's like, "There's a walkway right there." And then he looks at me and goes, "Man, I swear, common sense is lost on her." And I'm like, "Why am I single right now?" I just because I'm not willing to be that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I
I
see it
don't
and so many players from the Himalayas that I've been cool with, they
Mm-hmm.
literally tell me the same thing. It's like, dude, you're doing it all wrong. It's like, don't worry about being nice. You don't worry about being nice. That's not gonna get you the girl. And the sad part is, there have been a lot of girls that I've been friend zoned. It's like you too nice.
Yeah.
One, I'm not. You just gotta pull that side out of me that I don't want out of me. There are plenty of people that will tell you, like, no, he's not nice. But I choose to respect people. I respect you as long as you respect me. I don't
Mm-hmm.
just go, I'm the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You should be happy just to be in my presence. You should be happy I chose you. That's one of the things I don't agree with.
Yeah.
no matter what your situation, that's one thing I don't agree with when it comes to Kevin Samuels. But I get why he says it, and yes, he has plenty of data to back it up because most of the guys that think like that, they have the girls. And I've spent most of my life single, so I can say whatever I want. I may even know people that are nice that are not like that that also have the girl.
Hmm.
But a lot more often than not, the guy just nice guys finish last. So, but anyway, so he said what he said, and Candace got mad,
Yeah,
and because she took for better or for worse, she took it to heart. She said, "I'm gonna
yeah,
do something about this for my man. I'm not gonna be sitting around looking like this for 2 weeks in a row." And of
yeah,
course, the people with the memes. I'm sure you've seen the other
yes, I did.
meme that was going around with Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso. Uh, yeah. So yeah, and then the MFTs come along, and
Oh yeah,
after Fraxium and Motor City Machine Guns had no sympathy for Gargano, and they get to their door,
yes.
and I
He
got
was
distracted.
shook. He was shook.
Uh, Solo finds a picture of his
His
face
face in that lantern
with the lantern,
in
with
his
it looking
mouth.
like the lantern was in his mouth.
Hmm. Now, do you remember when Bray did that with or the Fiend did that with Bray?
Yes.
There you go.
So, um, Oba is with Nick, looking
Hmm.
like he's about to possibly sign with SmackDown when Kit Wilson has bad timing again.
Yeah,
So now you know the times I got distracted.
yeah.
Um, when I said that was that that's hilarious. That's interesting. Hmm. That's what I was talking about. And then when I was like, oh no.
Yep.
It's like kid walked in and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then he
you
read the
mean
poem.
well.
Yeah,
You mean well, but you really got to work on your timing.
yeah. He read the poem and Oprah was like,
And,
"Oh,
and
okay."
Nick, just because he's tired of the disrespect, that that was nice and petty of him. He's like,
Yeah,
oh no. I'll read it to see what you have to say. And made
yeah,
it sound like it was in general, knowing it was to him. It was like,
yeah.
so now Oba wants a match with Kit.
Hmm. And he got it.
Another murder. Well, yeah, I mean, Nick knew that it was actually to him. So, of course, what better way to punish him is like, oh, I'm gonna punish you twice. One, I'm gonna read it
Hmm.
in front of Oba. Two, oh, Oba wants another match with you. Oh, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Oba, help me out. There you go. You got it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Toxic. So
Yeah.
that leads us to the Drew interview.
Hmm.
He's speaking he's speaking to the winners and losers of the elimination match of the night.
Hmm.
And all of a sudden Sammy walks up,
Yep.
and Sammy had his idea of what he was expecting to hear from Drew regarding himself. And Drew tried to tell him, like, it's not what you think. And he's like, well, no, go ahead and say what you're going to say. And it actually wasn't, heck, it wasn't even what I thought he was going to say. Um,
Yeah, he was trying to get him to win.
so he was like, "You remember when you told me that you hope I win? Now I hope you win." And
Yeah.
that had him more shook than anything disrespectful he could
Hmm.
have said to him.
Yeah, he was
He's
looking
like,
like
"Wait,
it.
what?
Yeah.
Huh?"
Yeah, he
Kind of,
sure did look like that. Like,
kind
huh?
of, kind of went to that J mode of what?
Yep.
How does this?
And
It's not
then, like, did you see when he walked out? He kind of looked back, like, okay.
because he's trying to. It wasn't Drew.
Yeah.
And contrary to what they were saying online about what Drew said about everybody, uh, Drew, he don't speak as much truth as people want to give him credit for. There are times where he does, yes, he speaks truth, but
Mm.
for the most part, he is classic heel, points out things that just happen to make sense.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, because like when he used to get upset when he would get attacked, yeah, you got attacked and it was unfair.
Hmm.
But most of the time that somebody attacked you, you attacked them first. They were
Yeah.
minding their own business. They were in the middle of a match. They
Yeah.
weren't even thinking about you.
Yeah.
Whatever you had going on with them was over.
Hmm.
Then you come out of nowhere and ruin an opportunity, and then you turn you play the victim. You pull out the Oscar for greatest victim on the planet, and you
Hmm.
angry and ready to go psycho because they returned the favor.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
yeah, he speak truth, but he also plays some narrative cards.
Yeah.
Like it's like I need people to feel sorry for me. Where are my yes people?
Right.
Narrative. Here's my narrative. Who's with me? So
Yeah.
that leads us to what we have let the cat out of the bag most of the night.
Hmm.
Sammy versus Jacob versus Cody. And yes, I Jacob tried to win.
Oh.
Jacob tried. He kept trying to win. And
Hmm.
now
Almost did until Drew got
here
involved.
here is the downside. And just like with Drew, which I disagree with what uh, Mr. Bad News said was the reason why uh, Drew attacked Jacob. He attacked Jacob because it had nothing to do with not wanting to be in a match with Jacob. He attacked Jacob because for the past 2 weeks, Jacob has it's been open season on Drew, courtesy of Jacob.
Jacob think that he attacked him.
And and and
No.
and I and I get that. I didn't like the convenient amnesia. Speaking of convenient amnesia, like no, it had nothing to do with him not wanting to face him. It was you've been attacking me and I didn't do anything,
Hmm.
and I don't appreciate it. So I'm taking away your opportunity.
Touche.
And then he got now the one person he didn't want. That's why he attacked Cody. Plus, he was, like you said, he was trying to help Sammy win because and back up what he said. Now, my
Hmm.
question is this: will Sammy have a change of heart? I know he attacked Drew, but when he goes back and watch the rest of the match and watches what he tried to do for him,
Hmm.
could this end up being an alliance?
I don't know. But I know that I saw a meme, and it was like when Sammy was looking back at Cody, and he was like, they were like, "Yeah, this is the moment where Sammy realized that Kevin was right."
Sammy
So,
has realized it a couple of times. He just
yeah.
yeah, he's realized it a couple of times that
Yeah.
it is just he has a way that he's like me. He has a way that he wants to do it.
Mhm.
Hey, perfect example.
Mhm.
Sammy wants to do it in a way that he respects those that deserve the respect, and he beats the brakes off of those that comes with the disrespect.
Mhm.
But other than that, he just wants to be cool. He wants to be laid back, and he wants to accomplish his goals. Now, you are gonna have to be competitive, which means you're gonna have to pull out an edge and you're gonna have to pull out an attitude. That's something that I'm starting to learn that I'm gonna have to figure out how to bring that out and yet how to make sure that I don't go so over it that my message that I want to bring with my brand
Mhm.
gets questioned.
Mhm.
So, and that's something I'm out to work on as the year goes on, and I go on my and I'm on my I'm already on my spiritual walk again, and I'm trying to navigate that, and it's
Mhm.
not in a way that I'm used to, so I'm having to completely adapt while trying to stay on the path. But anyway, so yeah, I get where Sammy's coming from. Drew interfering in that match and then not getting what he wanted, which was twofold. Number one, he wanted payback on Jacob, and
Mhm.
two, he wanted to make sure that he didn't have to face Cody anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
and that was the reason why he wanted to face, and that makes what he said make sense, especially now that I'm thinking about it. He doesn't want to face Cody again, and he knew what he was about to do to Jacob for attacking him.
Mhm.
So why not motivate Sammy?
Mhm.
You motivate Sammy. Sammy gets back there. Another thing, you're undefeated against him.
Exactly.
So that would be another reason to have him uh have him as your opponent, which is a
Mhm.
chump move.
Yeah.
I can't respect that.
Well.
That's a chump move. That's
Mhm.
and I literally just started like thinking through this whole situation like while we're sitting there talking about it. It's like, wait
Mhm.
a minute. It's like
Yeah.
it's
That's
like, wait a
exactly
minute.
what he wants. He
If
know he's undefeated against Sammy.
you so it guarantees him a win at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So why not? We guess who else was kind of undefeated with Sammy?
Gunther.
Gunther. And what happened in WrestleMania?
Yeah. But now it'll be harder to know because now everything is in shambles. Well, no, because Cody's going to the Elimination Chamber. And but everything is in shambles for Sammy
Yeah.
because now he has to figure out a way to get there. Which
Hmm.
one of the titles is gonna have a triple threat.
And I really am praying that it's the Drew, Cody, and Jacob.
Now you're gonna make it a fatal four way.
Randy.
Now we're gonna have our first five way at WrestleMania. You know,
Elena?
Sammy's gonna figure out a way to factor
Oh
in.
yeah, Sammy. Yeah.
You're naming all the wrong people. Like, no. It's like,
And then have a free for all.
it's like, huh, we're having another first. Have they ever had a battle royal at WrestleMania for the title?
Not at WrestleMania, but they did have move, Marty. Get back. They did have the Royal Rumble when Roman
Put the
had the
title on the line.
yeah. So I don't
Yeah,
know,
I
maybe
knew it happened somewhere, but I knew it wasn't WrestleMania.
yeah.
That would be a way that things are about to change.
Yeah.
It's like,
Up, Marley.
but hey, another crazy week of wrestling. Um,
Yeah. Yes,
every
yes, yes.
so just so you know, I don't know if I
Mm-hmm.
tried to add you to the group or not, but a lot of the stuff that you're finding, I did once upon a time. I created my own wrestling page, and since I knew I still had it, I now have given it the name of the show.
Okay.
So let me know if I invited you into a group called it's actually called Wrestling Kingdom. So
Okay. Yeah, because I think I'm on just the sports.
okay. Yeah, I'll try to invite you as soon as we end here. And
Okay.
that way we can start working on like posting stuff to the group and
Cool.
trying to like get get people in there. So so that we can do that. But
Yeah.
this has been another episode of Wrestling Kingdom. I am Dante Suave, and this is Tasha Jones, and we will see you guys
Bye.
next week.
All right. Bye bye.
This is my life, live it my way.